Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger. Ready to move out.
It's Clobberin time!
Welcome, clobberers, clobberonimos, clobberets, clobberuskis, clobbery thisers, and clobbery thaters. Welcome, everyone, to Clobberin Times Wild Card Wednesday night. And that's just what it is, a wild card and wildfire and all that stuff, because I don't know what's going to happen, but I know it'll happen here. Pretty much that much I do know. Hello, everybody, and hello, Mark D. with the C, who's with me tonight.
Hello. Glad to be here. And that's a pretty snazzy intro we got with
I did it all
there,
myself with no
all
help
yourself?
from anybody whatsoever. I'm taking all. I'm not. My name is Stan. How are you?
Very good. Yeah, my name is Jack. Yeah.
Big shout out and thanks, of course, to that's why I was mentioning you, because that new intro thingy, of course, is courtesy of the great Mark D with a C, who is, of course, not only the greatest chief engineer in the world, but he's very nice enough to make things for me that he knows my imbecilic ass cannot make. And in fact, since that was the debut of it, we'll show it to you again. It only takes a second. Here you go.
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger. Ready to move out.
That just brings back some great memories, right?
That's how I used to start my show. Similar to that, how I used to start my show on the old Blog Talk Radio with sound bites, of course.
Yeah.
But so.
Oh, glad to do that for you.
Well, thank you. Well, dude, actually, the Spider-Man that's yours. No, I know you.
I added it to yours. Yeah.
I know, but see, that's yours because you use it. Yeah. I don't know, but see, the thing is, you didn't have to do that. I appreciate it. I only wanted to use it that one time when I had Michael on the other night, but I didn't ask you in time. But because we were doing Spidey, I want you to keep that for yourself. No, they don't have to separate. I'm just saying, I didn't want to rip that off
Batman. But I want to do the Batman. I'll do the because you could play that for fun too, just like turbines to speed. It's easy enough on Premiere to split up. Yeah, I was trying to get that. I knew you were coming. Mike from Retroblasting was coming on, so I'm like, I had it in my. I was planning to do, and I actually started to do like a whole new add-on to Loki's intro. Put that on and do a couple of extras. Well, you saw it, but you'll debut it maybe on Monday. Yeah, I was trying to get that done, and of course, I'm always last minute mark, so I couldn't get that done. But I'm glad to. It's just it's fun too to do that stuff.
Like I said, I only wanted to use that Spidey one time just because Mikey was coming on there. But I love it on there. Don't get me wrong. But that's you're the one who came up with it, as far as so it's yours. I'm not Stan. But I will again. Okay, everyone. Well, thank you all so much for being here tonight. I want to shout out Monday night, of course. What a blast I had talking to the great retro blaster himself, Michael French, my dear friend, and I had just a fantastic time talking Spider-Man with him and other things. I mean, a lot of Spidey and some other stuff, and I always have a great time with him. I hope you all enjoyed it as well. Tomorrow night, of course, we'll be here on the Clubhouse. Same Clobby time, same Clobby channel, with and same Raquel and Mark time for that matter. And we'll be on. And with that, and of course, Saturday night, we have 4 more episodes on Saturday Night Star Trek up for Deep Space Nine. So that's a little bit of show note thing. Why don't we start saying some hellos to all of our fantastic friends and who are here with us tonight in the chat. Hang on a second. Of course, J-Man was here. I don't know if he's still here. J-Man. J-Man and I, by the way, I don't have a thing made up for yet, but October the 3rd, and a week from this upcoming Monday night Mark C. Comics Talk, there will be a special. I'm going to do the normal time, but before that, a little earlier, there's going to be a special Clobberin Times J-Man comic review. Just a little special we're going to do at 7 p.m. I think 7 p.m. Eastern. I think I got that right. And we will be reviewing a comic book. It is DC Comics Presents number 26. Starring Superman and the Spectre, a classic Jim Starlin issue, team up, sort of sorts. And it'll be like a very short, it won't take long because we're just going to review it like we often do. And then it's going to be tons of fun. I'm looking forward to that. I always love hanging out with my great buddy J-Man. He has a great channel, and he is an extraordinary fellow to have a comic book chinwag with, always. Also with us tonight, D. Bud Martin, the man of iron. What's up, buddy? The great D-Bud. Always good to see you there, man. Linrod's here. Hey there, Linrod. And Phantom Outsider. What's up, buddy? And, of course, the Bronze Wrencher himself is here. He is here indeed. Eric K. What is up, Kimasabi? Good to see you. And it is never, ever Clobberin Times without the great Chris Persia. Thank you so much for being here, buddy. Thanks for all you do. Thanks for helping out all over on Twitter and everything you do here. Just, I mean, it can never be measured.
Yeah.
All those great graphics, yeah. It can never be measured. And I can never express myself enough how much I appreciate you and Eric K. and D-Bud and Phantom and all you friends who help us with stuff here. And all of you. And by the way, before I continue with that, member stream, I think I almost have it planned out. It's definitely going to be next week. I'll have it hammered out soon. Alejandro Flores Ibarra. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Alejandro, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Brian Hepburn, what's up? Kimo Sabi. Dinnerat and Amanda Bear. Hey there. Good to see you, my friend. Gap After Dark. Good to see you. Wagner. What's up, buddy? Oh, my goodness. Your Muslim uncle. Hello, my friend. Long time no see. Good to see you there. Oh, you got the Legion of Superheroes Silver Age Omnibus number 2. Oh man, for under $80, that's a good price. I love those. I have the archives myself, so I don't have any of those omnibuses, but I love me some omnibuses now. Omnibuses. See who else is here with us this evening. Look who's here. Hungry for Commandy Commandos to Clobber. Oh, for Commandy Commandos to Clobber Kurtzman. I like that one. Hungry boy. What's up, bro? Our official great artist. Boosh McFadden. Hello there, Boosh. It's good to see you, my friend. You know, Hungry boy, I got fair warning since I can't do Tripwire on Thursday nights anymore. I'm going to do it tonight. Sorry. I got to get my Tripwire, and it's clear that nobody likes it for the Clubhouse because it's not. It's because no one really wants to talk comics, I guess, on Thursday.
Oh,
night.
I like doing it on the Clubhouse, but if you want to do it tonight,
I'll probably have to do it tonight. I don't know. Hungry Boy's gonna be tortured either way, but I'm sorry. JT Kurt, what's up, brother? Let's see here. I just feel like I'm torturing Hungry Boy if I do it on the
he's gonna get tortured. He's gonna get tortured either way, right?
Yeah, but this, at least There he goes.
He said there was too much rain down his way. It wasn't on Twitter he posted he was a little bummed out by the weather today. So
my.
So we want to do that to Hungry Boy tonight?
Well, I'll tell you what. Before we do it to him, we'll show him something cool. JD Lewis.
Yeah.
What is that, my friend? I'll show him a new acquisition I got today. It might cheer him up a little bit. It might not. I don't know. But as rules of acquisitions go, I mean, for me, it's pretty good. Again, it's comic stuff.
Yeah.
And I've been really trying to anywhere from 3 to 4 old comics a day now. It's a nice regimen. I recommend it, folks.
That's your workout for the day?
It is. That's my geek workout for the day. Anywhere from 2 to 3 to 4. I'm sticking in bronze, but I'll do some silver.
Yeah.
Nothing past bronze though. JT Kirk says, "Hey there, Stephen Ransom. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome." He said, "Clobberin Times a little heated this evening. A buddy on Discord brought up the Wolfenstein game series because he knew it would trigger me. And people like to trigger me too, buddy. I hear you. The last game was woke AF as fuck and completely tanked the IP. Okay, I don't know.
Sorry, but how do you make that game? Well, could imagine, but Castle Wolfenstein is a classic game where you go and you shoot Yahtzees, and it was originally on Apple. There was like a 2D version. It was faced.
Oh, is it?
Flat.
You know of the game? I take it.
Oh God, yeah. And then Wolfenstein. It became there was a 3D. There was one of the first 3D shooters that was, if not the first one, maybe it wasn't the first. It was probably one of the most popular. I think there were a couple of games before that did 3D, but that was probably the original. If you name one, hey, what game everyone remembers? It was 3D. And they got in trouble actually because you could kill the evil dogs of the guards, but then people got upset at that. So that was that was a controversy. Maybe 30. I'm trying to word myself very carefully here as I describe the game. But yeah, I can only imagine JT what they did. But that was one of the classic, shoot 'em ups. Just go kill everything. And
dang, they ruined it, of course.
I'm assuming. Yeah, I haven't seen that with the new version, but I wouldn't doubt JT Kirk. Yeah.
Well, JT Kirk, I'm sorry, buddy, but again, as you know, all of us here feel your pain, and since that it's just all too sad that all things that we love have is under assault. And that's one thing we all have in common. We have so many things. If you're a geek at all, you've had probably now the average of any 2 to 3 of the things you love destroyed and under assault, or even more. Almost everything I love has been under assault and destroyed. So mine, it's just my whole world's devastated. So we all know how you feel, brother. That's damn shit.
Ouch. God, that
Ouch.
Sucks.
Indeed.
Yeah, they replaced the main soldier, BJ Blackowitz. I can't remember how to say his name, but with 2 strong women who did the same thing. Yeah, you were a kick-ass soldier, and you went back and you kicked Yahtzee ass. It was it was a fun game. He played that for hours and hours and hours. Yeah, and they were big bads. Yeah.
Okay. Well, like I said, I've never even heard of it. That shows what I know about gaming. Sorry, everybody. I'm a boomer when it comes to the gaming and a lot of other things too. The lovely Sherry is here. Hey, everybody. We got a lovely lady in the room. Good to see you there, my beautiful friend. I hope you are doing well. And she's lovely. She's sweet, but she's brutal with the memes. I saw some of those memes. I saw that meme you made. I was on Polly's this morning. Polly's show till about 5 in the freaking morning.
5 in the morning. Because the time difference, right? Yeah.
No, Andor. Yeah.
Andor. Was that any good or?
Well, without spoiling it, I guess I could talk about it a little bit. I don't do a show
good
about
or bad or
But they dropped 3 episodes.
Yeah.
And hey, Jill, what's up, Jill? Oh, anti-derivative Jill is here. Hello, my dear. Good to see you. Okay, so the first episode, granted, the night before I didn't sleep much. And a lot of people had, when they knew it was going to drop our time in the Central Zone, 2 a.m. So for you, it would have been 3 a.m., right? But for our friends out on the coast, 12 a.m.
Yeah.
So most people were trying to take naps after I got off a Midnight's Edge show with Mexican Iron Man and Tom and Paulie and all of us. We decided,
but you don't need a stinking nap. You're Clobberin Times.
And 6. Well, yeah, of course. So 6 and Paulie, we were on Midnight's Edge last night. We all said, All right, let's review the first 3 episodes of Andor after it's over. And like a moron, I didn't say, "Oh man, well I've got stuff to do tomorrow, so I'm going to go to sleep." I said, "Sure," like an idiot. So they all took naps. I think they said they were. I don't know if Tom did or not. Tom didn't get much sleep. I know Tom was tired.
Tom never sleeps.
Paulie got some. I think he got some rest. I think maybe Six did. I don't know for sure. So here we go. Sure enough,
you watched it.
I waited. I watched some other stuff until 2 a.m. and then I watched it. And everything I watched from Deep Space Nine episodes for the show prep thing, right? And up until it started, I was perfectly fine and did not fall asleep. And that happens to me sometimes when I watch Deep Space Nine or anything else. Even if I like it, I'm old. I'll fall asleep sometimes. It's not necessarily a commentary on what I'm watching. Sometimes it's just the fact that I'm just tired.
I get tired. I fall asleep watching DS9 all the time, and I love the show.
Right. I mean, it could be original series, whatever it is, something I love. So it sounds like I'm goofing on something when I say I fell asleep, but it's just tired. It's 2 a.m. So, and although my sleep schedule is so garbage, I'm lucky to get to sleep before 4 or 5 these days. But, so here along comes 2 a.m. and I start watching it, and I didn't really like it was kind of Blade Runner-y at first, kind of the beginning and stuff. I'm kind of like not too fond of it, but I'm hanging in there a little bit. And then somewhere, it's not long. The episodes aren't long either, by the way. They're like a lot of the other shows.
Oh, it wasn't a 3-hour dump then, at least.
It was 3 episodes.
Yeah,
but the episodes aren't super long. So I think I know I kind of dozed on bits and pieces toward the middle of the first episode, and I kind of shook it off by about the like toward the end. And then I said, should I rewind this shit? No, we're gonna hurry. I kind of know I zoned a little, but I kind of know what's going on. And so the next episode will recap me and I'll be fine, right?
Yeah.
Sure enough, I'm fine for the recap. Right. I watched the recap. I'm like, okay, I know what happened. And if it's really good, the next one I can go back and watch them later. But we've got to do that show. So I moved on, and I didn't judge the show by that because I was but be honest, it was pretty flat and the first episode was very dull.
Yeah.
Very boring, even though it was short. Second episode, I'm like, okay, well, I'll definitely get all through this one. What do you think happens after the 10 minutes or so and after the recap?
You fell asleep.
Oh, God.
Is that when your head is bouncing and you're trying to keep your head awake? You know you're not supposed to fall asleep and you're kind of...
I don't know.
The next snap?
See, I have to use earphones, as you know.
You went clear out.
I think I just zoned a couple of times. And, yeah, I missed some chunks here and there. And I went back and backtracked a little bit. But then I was like, okay, but I kind of know what happened. But then I realized nothing happened. I look back at stuff like nothing freaking happened. But they'll recap it in the second, third one. So part 3 comes along and said, God damn, I'm not going to make it. I just don't think I'm going to make it. But I'm going to try, and I'll give it another shot. And so I start watching with 3, and guess what starts to happen again? I'm like,
start to fall asleep.
Oh, man. And then somebody just dinged me. Who knows?
Right, wasn't me.
Wasn't you? You sure it wasn't you?
It was the machine that goes bing?
Yeah. It was a bing. It was somebody else. Anyway. So I'm kind of falling down again. In and out, right? But I'm following it a little bit better. And then the last, I'd say 10 to 15 minutes start to happen. And the last 10 to 50 minutes are pretty good. Stellian Skarsgård comes along and livens the things up. And it was pretty, again, it had a lot of things in it that I just thought were damn dull. A lot of boring bits in terms of he's fine. I like the guy that plays him. He's
a good actor. Yeah.
Yeah. Like someone has said, even Doomcock said, he said, it's not like he's the greatest, most charismatic actor, but he doesn't make you want to kill him in the first 5 seconds the way Obi-Wan does. The way all the other male characters in these most of these Star Wars shows are, you can't stand him in the first 2 minutes. He's fine. He's just kind of a laid back. He's not a gregarious type of a character. So Skarsgård comes along and the thing really livens up. And again, I'm not spoiling anything, folks. Just saying it. That last 10 minutes or more, a little bit more, really livened up and it made me perk up. And it was that part was pretty good and promising enough to keep me to go watch it next week. Now, then I was so dead tired after it was over. I'm like, I think I'm just going to bow out. I'll tell Polly tomorrow that I fell asleep because it won't be a lie. And I saw the right when he and Tom and Six are about to go on. I was like, they're going. I can't do that to them.
You can't do that to them, yeah.
So I got out of bed. I was in bed ready to go to sleep. Okay, I can't do that. So I said, "Oh shit! Oh my god, I don't feel good. I don't want to do this." But I forced my fat ass to the desk. And
but you didn't fall asleep during the show.
No, but no. Then I got on there and I was fine when I sat down talking to them about it. And we all had we were on for almost 2 hours, I think.
Wow.
And we were on to almost 6 a.m. here.
So what was the consensus? Thumbs up, thumbs down, keep watching?
Nobody hates it. Nobody hated it. Everybody agreed that last 10, 15 minutes were crucial. I said, point blank, without that, if that hadn't gone that way and the last 10, 15 minutes hadn't interested me, I would not be going back. Hey there, Dave Travels in Time. Welcome.
Hey, Dave. Yep. Because the last few Star Wars shows, I have to say, I kind of liked the first few episodes, and then it was all downhill from here. So
it could go downhill, but I thought the thing, and this is what I ended up saying, and we all kind of agreed on this, even though they all were pretty much similar to me. They agreed that it was just too. It could have been compacted. All of that could have been compacted into one episode.
Okay.
Has a lot of long. As Polly rightly says, it's slow burn, and it is very slow burn. Well, that way it doesn't feel like Star Wars. There's almost never a time in this thing where it feels like anything to do with Star Wars, to be honest with you. Yeah. And Star Wars really shouldn't be about slow burn. This is the first time I've ever heard them say the word shit in the Star Wars anything, I think.
Wow.
And people are saying stuff like it's Star Wars for adults and all that kind of stuff, and it is. There's nothing super cringy in it like the other shows yet. Yeah. There's some parallels that you can see that they're trying to make. They're actually subtle so far. Will they continue to be that way? I don't know.
I think it's like, why do I care about Andor? He's dead. I mean, God rest his soul. But I mean, it's just I hate that I shouldn't say hate, but it just seems so crazy they would go back and pick this character. And I did like Rogue Squadron, not Rogue Squadron.
Rogue One, yeah.
Rogue One, yeah. Rogue Squadron's been canceled. Yep. Rogue One. I thought it was a really good movie. Enjoyed it. Got to see it on IMAX, and had a great time with that one. But I just, why would you pick that character? I guess, especially since he spoiler alert, he doesn't make it.
Tiger Stripes. Hey there. I don't disagree with you on it. I agree with somebody saying there. But go ahead.
Yeah, but and then there's so that character is gone. It's not like I don't know. I'm trying to find the right words, but it's just like even though it's crazy, everything all quote unquote Luke Skywalker is past, right? It's a galaxy long, long ago, far, far away. But just knowing what that character's ultimate fate is, again, if they'd had this story before and then he was in the movie, that would probably have had even that much more impact, I guess. So I haven't watched any of it, so I don't know. But
Wagner's right here. In my opinion, I agree with him. He says it looked a lot better than the other Star Wars shows. It actually, because Kenobi looked terrible and cheap, and it was terrible and cheap, in my opinion.
Was it on a desert planet again?
Not really super deserty, but it had a feel kind of like that, and it doesn't start out that way though. But it has a far better look. I mean, it looks like they really. I mean, I don't know how they filmed it or whatever. It looks far better filmed and put together, more professionally put together than the others, I think. Which it's a Star Wars movie. It needs to look pretty epic and stuff. But it never really. They've got actually a droid character I actually like for a change. I mean, there's nobody in there that I hate. This is the first time since Mandalorian, which is a show I thought was okay, where in 3 episodes in, there's not somebody I just want to just throw up all over. Like Kenobi and Book of Boba Fett and whatever else there was. What was there? Was there another one? Maybe it was just those 2, right?
Yeah.
So it was, like I said, it was on thin ice. I was going to just go into a coma. Then I kind of liked the way it ended in the 3rd episode. It could totally fall apart and be trash in the 4th one. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I hope
But
not. I mean, I hope we get something. Always rooting for something
yeah,
good to watch. But
sure, yeah, I hope so.
and Alan Tudyk. How do you say Alan Tudyk's
Alan
name?
Tudyk.
Tudyk, yeah, Tiger. So yeah, he's fantastic. He's SD. What's the droid's name? That's
I can't remember the K something or other, but I love
K2SO. Yeah,
K2 something or
K2SO.
other. Yeah, I loved
think
Alan Tudyk was the best thing in Rogue One to me.
I got that model. That's another model kit to build. Of course, I have a lot of model kits to build, but
Max Redstone.
he was funny. Yeah.
Hey Max, what's up, buddy? So yeah, overall, like I said, it barely escaped in terms of it came in under the wire with a final like touchdown to give it a 1-point win, and at the end of the game,
saying it had like a Hail Mary
next week. It had a Hail Mary because if it had stayed as boring as it was, quite frankly, now who knows? I might go back and watch the first two. I don't know. No, that's not true because they were boring. I mean, I thought the first two episodes. I understand what they were trying to do. I don't really like I just didn't like much of anything about the first two episodes. And the third one, hey, Stale Messiah, good to see you there.
Hey,
but I'll tell you another thing. There's so many humans in this one. It does not give you that feel of aliens walking around and stuff like in Star Wars at all.
Yeah.
It does not feel like Star Wars at all, really. And in that sense either. Does that mean it will continue? I don't know. Maybe not. I have a suspicion that will change a little bit, but without me telling you what's going on, because I won't do that. But
yeah.
So who knows, man? It's just nothing to get excited about. It's just nothing I hated. It's not the kind of thing. And this is kind of the good thing about it being a character like Andor. To be quite honest with you, a lot of people say, "Who needs this?" or "Why they make it?"
Yeah,
I almost prefer it sometimes when they make a character I'm not really that invested in, because
see what they can do with them, right?
Yeah, there's been a few times, like for example, a couple of comic book character movies where it was this character that for once I wasn't into one way or the other, and I would see the movie and I'm like, yeah, thought that was pretty. Hellboy is an example. It's a popular comic. I never read it. I'm not the big fan. Of Mike Mignola. I was not a big fan of Hellboy. When I went to see the movie just because it looked like a decent movie to go see, and I really enjoyed it, and I liked the second one a little bit too, and fortunately, it made fans of the comic pretty happy, from what I understand. But I had not read the comic, and I enjoyed this one because I had nothing to attach it to.
Yeah.
But if any fan of the comic came along and bitched about anything, I would go, well, look, I feel you, man. They do it to me all the time. So this is one of those things I don't care about Andor. I mean, Rogue One was the least horrible of the Disney crap, but I don't really I watched it. I think I like maybe the last 40 minutes of Rogue One actually is a lot of fun to watch. First half hour or so to me is kind of boring and dour. And so, again, as a Star Wars spectacle, some of it's really fun in the Rogue One in the last, like I said, last half hour. But as a movie as a whole, I don't really care for it that much. It's okay.
Oh, I got to interrupt you because Max Redstone just bought a Clobberin level. I don't know if you can see that on your side on StreamYard.
What are you, a Clobberin or
Clobberin level for 2 months. So thank you for that, Max Redstone.
Thank you, Max
that shows
Redstone.
up on the stream, and he said it doesn't show up. Oh, sorry. So his message is Alan Moraine, count to 2. Oh, Miles Raquel 2. I'm not doing that very well, but
is he saying that he wants something?
I don't think he wants that, but he's saying don't play that, please, because it'll. So
don't play it.
Or maybe he is. Oh, he probably does want it. Yeah, Alan Moraine count to 2. Oh, Miles Raquel 2. I guess he wants that special one with everything, right?
You're gonna have to be more specific if that's what he wants.
I think so. I think he wants the one with Alan Moraine, Oh, Miles, and Raquel. Yeah, the triple threat.
He said, "I'm just saying." Well, look, you're gonna have to actually formally request it, and I will definitely do it for you, Max. One of the things about a primary character that you're not into is that there are secondary characters that might be interesting, and that happened. That's kind of the case with
Gwagnar. If they visit Tatooine and Andor, will stop watching.
I'll meet you halfway and do the short one.
Now it's a show.
Yes. So yeah. Anyway, that's Andor for you folks. I bought a new book a couple of new TwoMorrows books today. I haven't gotten them in yet. I just ordered them, but the great thing is, even when you don't have them, you have them because I got the digitals. And
nice.
Let's see here. This is the kind of thing I won't waste a lot of time on everyone because it's the kind of thing only you comics geeks like, and even most comic geeks don't care about this kind of stuff. The the comic history stuff, but
yep,
it's a cool book. I love it. I can't wait to read this thing. It is, of course, from TwoMorrows, my favorite publisher. I got this in the new issue of the Jack Kirby Collector, but it's a team-up companion. The Ultimate Guide to Silver and Bronze Age team-up comics. I love it. Cool. Yeah, it's a cool book, man. It's really beautiful. It's got all the stuff. Oh, Michael Urey, man. He does some great stuff. So they've got, here's one thing. Don't get teary-eyed on me here, Hungry Boy, but dedicated to the memory of Neil Adams, 1941 to 2021. Yes. So soon, yeah, Urey is a fab guy. Michael Urey, and I'm kind of sad about what's going on with him right now. He's such a nice guy. Let's see here. We'll show a couple of pictures from it. And TwoMorrows, like I said, these books are great. This is not me trying to steal their thunder or show all their stuff, but I show bits and pieces just to show everybody that if you do love these books and mags about comics, if you're interested in that kind of thing, they are the best. Just a little advertising for them there. Team Up. Let's see what's up. That's Buddy Books of the Silver and Bronze Age. Look at Green Lantern, Green Arrow, Submariner, Iron Man, Submariner one shot. That's going to be one of the first one shots ever by one of those companies. Adam Manhunt, man.
Putting the link in where you can buy I'm putting the link in where everyone can buy these.
Oh, thanks. I have it in my description below, but thanks. I appreciate that.
Yep.
So yeah, look at that. Batman family, Power Man and Iron Fist. I love Power Man and Iron Fist. But there were a lot of team up books. Brave and
that's a staple
Bold.
of the superhero genre is the team up, right? I mean, and also the classic temporary team up too, where two characters would meet and then be in the issue together.
Yes, and they have to fight first.
They always have to fight first, yeah. When someone's going to be mind controlled or some kind of misconception. Yep.
Sometimes these writers were just kind of lazy. They just made the guys just be jerks and fight. Just punch each other out for no freaking reason.
You got chocolate in my peanut butter. You got peanut butter in my chocolate. Let's fight.
You want to hear? Do you remember that commercial? Huh? I bet very few people remember that commercial where the guy puts the Hershey bars, his Hershey bar in the or his chocolate bar. Look at Adam West, boy. In his hey Oliver Belamonte, good to see it. He puts his it was the Hershey bar into the peanut butter thingy. I still do that.
Oh,
rather than just buy a Reese's, sometimes I'll get a Hershey bar and put it in the damn peanut butter. It's not the same.
No.
Tiger Stripe says, well, I told myself I'd watch a movie tonight, so I got to go. Clobberin Time. Thanks for the live stream. Well, thank you. Tiger Stripes, I hope it's a good movie.
Yeah, if you can, let us know the movie.
Yeah, what movie are you watching? We won't pick on you. We won't judge you even if we don't like it. Not kidding.
As long as it's not Highlander 2, but other than that.
Even if it's Highlander 2, I won't judge it, but Mark's meaner that way. So.
Yeah. I'm the real mean guy here. Yeah.
Of course, you are the mean one here. Yeah. Stelly Skarsgård was Luthen Rail and Andor. Yes, he was. And he played Professor Selvig and Thor in those movies. He certainly did. Yeah, surely did. Yeah. He was really great.
He's a good actor. That's his son. He's got two sons that are actors too, right?
Yeah, one of his sons played
Tarzan, and
yeah.
Ladies like him. Yep.
Jaden was going to say Highlander too. Maddie's daddy, what's up, brother?
Hey, Steve.
Good to see you there, buddy. Even Archie got in on the team up. How about that? And Jerry Lewis, Batman and the Metal Men. Wow. Team Up, Time Out, Captain Action, bro. Wow. Anyway, I can't wait to read this book, but yeah, I just got it. Well, I do have it because I have the digital, right?
Yeah, we got a digital, right?
I love Brave and the Bold. God, it was such a great comic.
Yeah, I love that too. Yeah.
Jim Apato's Batman rocks. Oh man, there's your old buddy, Hungry Boy. I don't want to make you sad. There's the great Dick Giordano. Don't tear up on me. I hope it's My Name is Trinity, says Neurotomax. I love those Terrence Hill Trinity movies, Neurotomax, Amanda Bear. But actually, my favorite Terrence Hill film is My Name is Nobody. You ever see that one, anybody? You ever see that one?
Nope, never saw that one. Yep.
You think anyone else? I wonder if anyone here knows that movie. Anyone know My Name is Nobody? Anybody know?
Bueller?
Anybody?
Bueller.
Well, it takes a second. They might.
Yeah, that takes a second. Yeah.
Let's see if anyone knows it.
There's a delay too,
Right,
probably, right? Yeah.
Yeah. No. Linrod says no. Someone here's going to know it. No googling. Rob Altus, what's up, buddy? The great superhero who helped me get my prisoner stuff ordered. And you know, My Name is Nobody. Greatness. Okay. My Name is Nobody. Starring Terrence Hill, who was in the those Trinity movies, which probably no one really remembers either, because you got to be old. They're basically Sergio Leone. Hello there, Pop Culture Republic. Good to see you. You're familiar with Sergio Leone, right? Good, Bad, and the Ugly, and all those spaghetti westerns.
Yeah, classics. Yep.
Well, one of his acolytes, he didn't direct this, but he produced My Name is Nobody. One of his acolytes did. It stars Henry Fonda and Terrence Hill. And it's a comedy, kind of a comedy western about this crazy, weird, like, I don't know, he's almost like an apparition of a character. He's so over the top, crazy, but fun. Got this extraordinary, like almost like ungodly powered gunfighter who chases around idolizing. He thinks Steven owns it. Good Steven. He idolizes the Henry Fonda character. I got to turn my phone off. Someone keeps
making bings, right? Want the machine that goes bing?
Yep, it keeps going bing. So I forgot to turn it down.
My phone is binging all the time, and then I've got that Ring app, and then I'm trying to squelch
the Ring app, yes.
Oh, it drives me crazy because then it goes, it's always going off. And one computer I have it turned off, one I don't. I mean, it's when you want it, a couple of times someone at work I have it, so like someone was trying to climb the fence at work. That's when you want the, want it to go off sometimes, but yeah.
Yes. Well, nice. Yeah. Oh, 70s has seen it. Cool. Yeah. Well, I love that movie. Anyway, it's hilarious and it's epic, and it's got great, crazy comedy in it, but also a lot of, extraordinary. It's one of my favorite movie soundtracks by Ennio Morricone. So, yeah, Sergio Leone's people made it anyway. So, yeah. So, anyway, there we go. That's this book I'm very excited about. Also got the new issue of Jack Kirby Collector. So, but Hungry Boy, I guess I will wait to do Tripwire tomorrow night. Just for you. I'll let you go one more night.
We don't want to torture anyone yet.
We don't? We don't.
No, we don't.
Are you sure?
Alan Moraine.
Are you sure we don't want to torture anyone?
Did someone say play Alan Moraine?
I didn't get that memo. No, no matter what, I'm not gonna play.
Don't do it.
You can't talk me into it.
Come back. Don't. That's the other clip I got to clip is from Willy Wonka when he goes, "Stop, come back, don't do it." Like and he could care, and the most could care less. Gene Wilder in his deadpan delivery. Sending shin kicks. Yeah.
Yes.
And those shin kicks have heels. Look at the heels, the spikes on those heels. Yes, those are really painful shin kicks. Yeah.
Those are painful shin kicks. There you go. Yeah, Hungry Boy, you're off the hook tonight. Nah, he said, let's rip Tripwire. I'm gonna. Okay, well, look. Are you sure? Is he sure? You think he's sure?
Well,
it doesn't take long.
He'll let us know. Yep.
There are a bunch of them, though. See, they're getting piled up. That's why I need to get them done. I'm not letting this go. Tripwire deserves everything they get.
Well, you want to do a couple tonight, a couple tomorrow?
Nah, let's do it now. I guess.
All right.
Where were we?
By
Oh,
popular demand. What number were we at on Tripwire? I can't.
okay, I know where we are. Make sure. So, when last we left the dynamic duo. Come on, but come on, damn it. Their site is about as slow as my computer. Okay. Number 22 was the last one we did, and that was the great Al Williamson. Here's number 21. Here we go. For those who do not know, this segment is basically, and maybe we'll talk about tomorrow. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow night as punishment for those who didn't want it. Make it like double punishment. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Tripwire is this, used to be an actual magazine, a British mag, I believe, that has about a year or so ago, they started doing the top 101 all-time greatest comic artists, not comic book comics, whether they're comic books or comic strips. And I've been covering them, and they've been wrong about so much stuff because they didn't ask me.
Yeah.
And if you're going to have a list like this and not ask me, then you got a problem. And their placement's unbelievably bad in some cases. Now we're in the top 20 just about. In fact, we are past the top 20 after this. We got a couple of them here. So I'll go real quick here. Graham Ingalls at number 21. I have every respect for these Golden Age artists. Don't always expect the respect for them. Don't always. You know, God bless the Golden Age artists. Without them, the other guys could have done anything. And he was a good artist. Was he better than George Perez by that much? Or anything?
Well, I mean, it always is tough to go by different years when you're not separated that much. But I'm not disagreeing with you, obviously. But I always look at sports ball, like baseball. How do you compare?
That's a little different, but
Babe
I'm with you, especially on sports.
Yeah, but how do you compare someone's body of work? And we don't know. I didn't grow up reading these. Obviously, it's way before my time, and it's not popular. So I'm just being devil's advocate. If someone died in 1960, this looks pretty damn good to me. This stuff.
This guy's a great artist.
Yeah,
a great artist. Again, we're at a point now that you're not going to see any real. I don't think you'll see any bad artists.
Yeah. I'm just saying that that's what I always find. Like, in general, we tend to. I'm not saying, I love George Perez. I think he's incredible, but we tend to rate the players or artists or things that we know. So you don't want to forget, like you're saying too, you don't want to forget these are Golden Age artists and give them credit, but maybe
he was a great artist.
Today they wouldn't have, the same, this person, what kind of legacy do they have? Do they influence everyone? Kirby obviously is, better be number one on this list.
We'll see. Now I don't trust them. But see, look, like you said, okay, you can't shoot Ghastly Ingalls. I do the EC work, but not better than. That's all I'm saying. Again, I'm not. I haven't been trashing any of these people in the top 30. I'm not. Very few artists on here have I trashed at all. I'm trashing Tripwire.
The order,
their placement, not the artists. I can't draw anything.
Hungry's saying no Ghastly would mean no Wrightson, to be fair. Yep.
Yeah, he was. I'm sure it was an influence to Wrightson, and Wrightson's already been. Has Wrightson already been on this list? I think. Right, of course, Ghastly. The thing about Ingalls is Ghastly. He did a lot of work though too. So, all right. So Ingalls at 21. I'm not gonna say. I'm not always knocking these things. We joke around. I'm gonna Tripwire. Yeah. No, I'm joking. That's kind of hyperbole, me being goofy because of some of their dumb placement earlier.
Yeah.
I'm just in this case.
More of the order. It's the more of the order that people are.
I'm just showing the order
listed. Yeah.
And when they finally get them all done, I'm going to do a whole long ass stream dedicated to it.
Or put them in the order you would put them in, or is there any on this list you think? I'm trying to remember now that doesn't deserve to be anywhere near this list, and they put them in.
There are a couple.
I
mean, and I have them all written down. That's another thing I'm going to do soon.
Yeah, yes, but for the most part, it's more the order than
more the order. Yeah. But there are a couple people I'm like,
a couple people you'd give the boot. You think, yeah?
Certainly, I wouldn't have them in the top. There are plenty in the top like 30 or so far that I don't think belong there. Now here's another great one that you can't argue with, Hungry Boy. I mean, Barney Creekson, for God's sake, he was a master. Again, at number 20, I have no problem with him there. It's just that maybe some other people, I don't know, maybe could be a little higher. So I'm expressing no problem with this right here at all at 20.
Yeah.
Barry Creekston. So this thing loads. Make it take a second for the freaking thing to load there, looks like. Okay, Barry Creekston was, a phenomenal artist. I know you haven't seen it, can't see it yet because it takes forever. The stupid site, of course, it's my crappy computer, I guess. Let me see if I can close the window here too. Maybe it'll help. He was a freaky artist. Yeah. I have every respect for the AC artist. It's freaky stuff.
Give you nightmares.
Yeah.
And horror comics were so huge back in the 50s and 60s too. It's
yeah.
I mean, today what do we have horror wise?
Look at that symbol they're showing.
Yep.
How about that quick? So yeah, there you go. I mean, again, I can't show. I'm not showing much of his for obvious reasons, but okay. What is what Hungry Boy's saying now?
Thinks he should be around number 50, more of an illustrator.
Yeah, I'm absolutely with that, but I'm not showing him any disrespect either. I'm not showing any of them disrespect. I haven't really done that. It's placement I've been talking about a lot. And so let's see, number 19. I promise we'll go fast, everybody. Oh, boy. Come on now, slow mother. Vamping music. Okay. All right, now here's one. It needs to go pretty high. I'm fine with it. Jack Cole, tragic. What a tragic story. Jack Cole was a genius cartoonist as well as artist. I mean, in my opinion, you could have him as high as you want. He was so imaginative.
Now, did he self-delete?
Yes.
Or am I thinking of someone else? Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, yeah.
Creator of Plastic Man, which was some. I mean, if you ever read any of those old Jack Cole Plastic Mans, have you ever seen the crazy art in those suckers? Which we'll see some of.
I probably have a few of them. Yeah, I have a few old.
I got a couple of the archives of some of the old ones. Eventually, there'll be a picture that'll show up on this thing. By the way, I apologize for not being at the comic round table tonight. For anyone who was there.
And I was stuck at a meeting too. I know I would have been invited, but I was.
You were invited for sure.
Doing my civic duty.
Good to be civic. It's good to be a Honda Civic. Thank you so much, your Muslim uncle, for a $1.99 super chat. Said Brendan Fraser as the thing. Count me in. Did I miss a conversation going on?
Well, no, well, I think they're just the guys are talking about casting, but I didn't see anything before that.
I'd probably take it. I mean,
yeah,
Ben would look like a younger in his non-thing out.
George of the Jungle.
Younger. Yeah, he would look like a younger Brendan Fraser. So this is some of the most Jack Cole. Look at this. The layout, the design, how imaginative his stuff was, and this is nothing.
The circle
right
there for the panel.
Yeah, this is very Will Eisner. First, go back to the logo there for the character of Midnight. It looks very Will Eisner to me. Eisner's going to be way higher on this list. But look at the design of the buildings.
That's awesome, man.
He's just and this is not even Plastic Man yet. Plastic Man, what a crazy imagination you had to have to come up with a character like Plastic Man that could do all these crazy things. If you think about it, we take it for granted now because there's so many stretchy heroes. But what kind of crazy mind did you have to have?
Now, is he before Elongated Man or?
Oh, way before.
I think way before, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So Elongated Man is just a cheap ripoff. Yep. No, just kidding.
Jack Cole has he is kind of really has a very sad story. Yeah, he was working for Playboy and stuff for a while too, as well.
I think I was reading about his life.
Yeah.
And
I
hail
think
to
we
Zach.
talked about that before. Zax, you Hulk villain, what's up, buddy? Good to see you there. Good to see you, Zax. Yeah, he had an extraordinary, not just as an artist, but what a crazy imagination. He was fantastic. Let's see here, Jack. And let me see if they got any other ones. First, let's finish up Jack. Let's give him his due. Yeah. I mean, he was just look at his logos, his design. I mean, his Playboy cartoons, even, as you can see there.
Be careful, right? I'm joking. I'm
Sure
it's safe. Hopefully, yeah.
Hugh Hefner was really loved his work and was friends with him.
But look how his style has changed too. If you go from that and go back, that's like a totally different style to something, right? I mean,
going from comics to that, yeah.
You can't even tell that they're the same unless you're, a Clobberin Times expert. I couldn't tell those were the same artists, which is a mark of someone who's really knows their stuff.
Oh yeah. Okay, number 18. All right, I got a problem with this one. I'm going to get in trouble on this one. I'm sorry. Bill Sienkiewicz at 18. Now we got some problems here. Bill Sienkiewicz at 18. I think Hunger Boy's going to have an aneurysm on this one.
Oh, don't do that, Hungry Boy, but yeah.
Don't have one. Bill Sienkiewicz at 18. I want to see what he says about that. He might like it. He might be fine. I'm not fine with 18. If you want to put him somewhere way back on the list, Bill Sienkiewicz started out as just ripping off Adams, which is fine. I like this rip-off of Adams. Then he developed that crazy style. Everyone seems, I like him. But, I mean, then he just was like doing a lot of covers. I don't know. Bill in the top 50, I guess I would be okay with maybe, but I don't think I want him at number 18.
You'd saying you bump him into the 40s?
Maybe. I mean, he's not better than George Perez or Gil Kane by a long shot.
Oh, yeah.
You got this guy 20 or 30-something rungs above Gil Kane and John and Romita and George Perez and Alex Toth. Are you friggin' shitting me? Bill Sienkiewicz is better than those guys? Bill Sienkiewicz wouldn't even think he's better than those guys. By that much? No. I mean, I had a lot of problems with Bill Sienkiewicz for other reasons too, but I like his work. Even some of his crazy stuff. Not so big on Stray Toasters. Because look at this. This is when he was just ripping off Adams, and I loved his Moon Knight. Does that look like he did? I mean, tell me who he stole that from. He's tracing Neil Adams at that point.
Wow.
But it's no accident. His initials are BS. See, Hungry Boy, I wouldn't have a problem with him at 32 or 36 or something. But when you have those artists I just mentioned, I don't think he's better than Jim Aparo. I'm sorry. I don't think he's better than Murphy Anderson or Nick Cardy. I don't think he's better than John Romita, or I don't think he's more important than any of those guys, especially Gil Kane, George Perez. I like it when he ripped off Adams. I don't have a problem with him ripping it, but let's call it what it is. He was totally wrong on the Fantastic Four, by the way. But Joe Sinnott kind of saved him. See, this is great stuff here. I love them.
And you love that costume, yeah.
Yeah, I love that costume. I mean, this is great stuff. Look, in the 30s, I'm with you, Hungry Boy. He could be in the 30s, and that's fine. But it's the people that they left behind. And that this aggravates me. So 18, I just think I'm gonna tone it down a little bit and say I think it's a little high. How about that?
I can see that. Yep.
Steve says I would put him in the top 30. I don't blame you. I'm not sure I would either. Because did he have that much of an influence on comics the way a guy like Alex Toth did, or John Romita, or even, people, Alex Toth? So I really like him and all that stuff. His work anyway. Bill ain't better than Novik. I wasn't that Novik's Batman. I have some issues with here and there, but Novik's Flash is what I like even more than his Batman. That's probably sounds weird, Hungry Boy, but so but let's look at the rest of it. I mean, look, he's great. Look, he's done some great stuff. People went nuts on his New Mutants crazy stuff. I'm sure you were buying it.
I bought them all except number 97 because I typically try not to have the most valuable book in the run. So that's normally what I try to do. So yeah, I was going back and like when Deadpool took off, I'm like, wait, I got pretty much every issue except that one. No,
oh, shit.
It's like
this was a weird thing. A weird thing to have an art like this on a book like New Mutants.
It was very strange, yeah. But I appreciate it, someone doing something different too. But that stuff's not my cup of tea. That just
yeah, I agree.
It's too flat, not popping on the page.
I didn't really like Electra Assassin that much either.
I remember this one. Yeah, see, I mean, that's his style. That's that angular cape, which is ridiculous, but it is kind of cool. But
I didn't like this book much.
Yeah, she doesn't look good in there.
I don't like Electra Assassin. I never really liked it.
Her guns are too big there.
I don't like his covers on. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I like a lot of.
But it's the kind of thing. It's like, I'm not saying it's bad. It's
legs.
just not my cup of tea. As I'm drinking some tea right now. I mean, it's interesting and it's different.
I don't think he's 18. I don't think he should be at 18. Personally, not when.
And this is all Hungry Boy, and we got some experts out there. Is this painted or is this?
Yes.
This looks all like some kind of watercolor pastel. Not that I know, but yeah.
Hungry Boy can tell you for sure what he used. He said, "I love Bill's Batman and Logan." Did he do a Batman? His way he does Batman and the way he does Logan, or did he do
both,
a Batman and Logan?
Yeah, he did the with that cape like that and the squared off, angular, flat. Everyone just got to have their own take and their own personality as an artist, but certain things you don't like that. Some of those pages.
Well, they went nuts on.
I can appreciate the work and the vision, but maybe just don't like it.
Did you buy stray toasters?
No, I did not.
You didn't buy stray toasters? What is wrong with you?
Yeah, come on, you buy everything.
I think I actually bought the first issue of that. Because it was. Oh God! And then somebody did an actual. Some guy, I think Tim McKeever did a book that was making fun of it called Plastic Forks. I bought that too, by the way. It was the 80s. What do you got? I tell you, I bought weird shit sometimes. So wow, I got a lot. Man, they went nuts on the Sienkiewicz stuff here. They really love him.
Wow. Yeah, there's a Wolverine. Yep. Zero War. That was I just bought that.
Really? It's like new? Oh yeah, Fortnite.
That's new, yeah.
Wow. And he needs to make
I mean, that's kind of interesting as a poster, but
yeah, it's
it's kind of, some of it's tough for me to decide. Yeah, some of these.
Jesus Christ.
Where's Mayday Parker? Come on, where's my Spider Girl?
There's the Logan he's talking about.
Yeah. So it is like Hugh Jackman there a little bit, but it's just very. Hungry Boy said very deconstructionist. Yep. They used a lot of acrylic through airbrush. A lot of acrylic airbrush, then gouache, and colored pencils on illustrating board for his painting. Interesting. Thank you, Hungry Boy. Yep. And we got a super sticker. I know you can't see this, so I'm interrupting, but we got a super sticker from Cardinal Sin for $4.99.
Hey, Gardy, what's up, bro?
Thank you. And
what do you say there?
It says a pair, and it says keep it up, and it's a weightlifting pair. So we're supposed to be a pair doing curls. So I'm gonna start doing some curls right now with my Ferrigno dumbbells that was showing on my channel the other night.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Cardinson. You're too kind, buddy. I appreciate you, man. I hope you're doing well. The next one is one I agree with. It may be higher than some people, but number 17, Russ Heath. I love Russ Heath. He's one of my favorites. So yes, I'm being prejudiced. Would I have him at number 17, maybe, or somewhere close, top 30? There's still people I wouldn't put him over, like all those ones I still wouldn't have him over Gil Kane. or George Perez, but I love Russ Heath, so I love him. If you're gonna have a screwed up list anyway, it's good to see that he made it this high. I'm shocked that Russ Heath made it this high because a lot of people, I've told friends about this list over the past year, other comics fans, and they say, "Where'd Russ Heath at?" And I said, "I don't think he's been on there yet." Like, what? Because I figured, they wouldn't get it right, but they got Russ Heath really high. So let's see some Russ Heath, folks. One of the greats. He was magnificent in this. Let's see. Or at least one of my favorites. A lot of people, maybe not be everyone's taste, but come on, Triple I, man, you're slow on that. You're slower than me. That's saying something. Yep, never got to meet him. No, almost came close one day. Okay, some of his early Atlas work right there. Let's see what Hunger Boy's saying. What do you think about Russ Heath, Hunger Boy? Dorian Heath, yes. They'll put Dorian higher than him. It's a ridiculous. Yeah. Let's see here. So let's see some old Heath, some early Heath right there. I love his Silver Age stuff. Let's get in trouble for that one.
Yep.
Sea Devils. Look at that cover.
Well, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah, he did a lot of war comics. He was up there with Kubert as a war artist, I think, in my opinion. Who will be higher on this list? At least we know that.
Great
much.
Page, yep.
A lot of great Sergeant Rock stuff. Kubert may be the definitive comic book war artist, but he's right up there.
Wow, look at that panel.
I love this cover. Well, okay, good.
Well, the one, yeah. Go back just smidgen. Yep. The guy walking in the rain.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, especially for a war comic. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's incredible.
And the way he's got certain characters are half drawn, but you can tell it's raining there, right? I mean, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Then they got the insert there. Yep.
Brilliant work. Let's see. As JD says, as much as I loved Joe Kubert, I adored Russ Heath's war books even more. Well, I can understand that. Look, it's tough. I might be there with you, as a matter of fact, but man, it's tough to blaspheme the great Kubert, but it's just sensational. I mean, it was incredible. Let's see. Come where you at? Where's my? I have no mouse, so I cannot do anything.
Your battery died, or
no? There it is. Piece of garbage. Some other great pages right there. See if I can make it bigger. There we go. Some more great pages right there.
Yeah, it's really well done.
Okay, so see if we got some more Heath stuff here. Oh man, this site's wonky as shit.
Hello, computer.
Is that all we got? Hello, computer. A keyboard. How quaint. All that shit they showed us in Kevitz, and you're not giving us anything on Heath. Hardly any Heath there, you stupid asses. God, I'll have to find my own a bunch of examples of great Russ Heath work, but this is a great cover. Lame asses, what's wrong with you people? Do I have to do everything for you? God, man. So let's see if there's any more. I'm sorry, folks. We're going fast as we can here. I don't know. All right, let's see. 16. Heath was 17, so here's 16. Oh, yeah. 16, Walt Simonson. The great Walter Simonson. I'm not going to dispute this one at all. Again, there are people that I would have higher. But who doesn't love Walt Simonson, eh?
Oh, it's one of the all-time greats. And he's still creating some great books, too. So,
yeah, he's still working. Let's see here. You know they got
Ragnarok.
some
Yep.
Thor here. All right, Walter.
Where's my Beta Ray Bill when I need him?
Oh, it'll be here. I mean, don't you think?
Well,
I don't
my
know. These
action
people.
figure. I gear up my
Oh, is it
Beta
on the
Ray
way?
Bill.
You got it. Oh, you
No,
got
I mean
one.
I have it. Yeah, well, I got yeah. That was one of my favorite characters. So.
Yeah. Come on now, you slow ass motherfucker.
Oh man.
Oh man. Come on, man. Oh my goodness, you take forever, you stupid ass. I mean, it's probably I know it's my computer, but I'm blaming Tripwire. Screw them. There's Walt. Walt's a good dude. Still with us too. One of the greats, one of those greats that is actually still with us. Walt and Louise. All right, here we go. Wow, look at that early stuff. What I love is his Manhunter. Have you ever seen any of his Manhunter?
I don't think so.
Right here. Oh, they got some good. I'm glad they put some Manhunter. This was a backup of Detective Comics in the early 70s, one of his earliest work that really came out that he did with Archie Goodwin. They've done trades on it. This was a great backup in Detective. I'm about to go back and reread these. I was showing J-Man.
Remember, we used to have good backup stories in comics. Yeah, like an 8-pager or a 7-pager. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, indeed. What? Simonson is a great comics creator. Is a greater comics creator than an artist, in my opinion. Says Steve. Says Maddie's daddy. Hungerbo saying what the f, but I'm not sure what it was what he was referring to. Do you know?
I do not know. I was grabbing my action figure.
I love this.
Rephrase that. I was finding my Beta Ray Bill action figure. Yep.
Yes. This is probably in my top favorite works by Simonson. I also love his Battlestar Galactica and his Star Wars stuff. And of course, everyone always goes for the Thor stuff, which is great too, of course. Here we go again, hanging up on me. Well, come on, you. I think they're putting a bunch of these down because they're trying to get this list done by the end of the year, which is fine with me. Just get it all done already. But yeah, if you ever get a chance to get one of the trades on this, I've got one of the reprints on just Manhunter that compiles these. I highly recommend it. I know I'm breaking my rules by recommending shit. Batman number 3.
Your agonizer, please.
Your scagonizer, please. Turnabout, it's fair play. Oh, I love this Metal Men run as well. What man? See, they're showing some of this cool stuff. Whoa, what the hell?
Yeah, this is a family show. Yeah,
Oops.
I'm locating my action figure.
Oops. And you know he did the adaptation of the Alien film. It was a comic adaptation. It wasn't Marvel or DC or anything. It was incredible. I love this cover here on Battlestar Galactica. I love this Battlestar Galactica run. He even wrote it for a while. He was writing it at this point. It's the first writing assignment he ever had. For Simonson was on Battlestar Galactica, one of my favorite comics at the time. Oh, hang on. Look at Starbuck. So let's see here. Yeah, so Walt, look. Remember this, of course?
Yeah, who could ever forget that? Wow.
You know, what I'll tell you about this is I love Simonson unreservedly. I remember at the time, first of all, it should have been a Treasury tabloid size, but Marvel screwed that up. Jim Shooter screwed that up. But anyway, this is a good comic. But was Simonson really the guy for a job with those two groups, considering how both Byrne and Perez should have done this comic? You know what I'm saying? Perez should have done this.
Yeah, that's a Perez. That's his doing the new Teen Titans and.
Yeah, I mean, it just would have because he also did. Yeah, it would have been perfect.
I bet you the people that think this is Perez.
No, it's not.
I know,
well,
but
Terry Austin inked it, so.
Yeah, but just because of how.
Hey,
popular.
Dave and Ezra Goldstein.
Hey,
hello there, my friends. Welcome. But yeah, this is great stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, I love it, but yeah. And there you go. Number 337. There's your boy.
Yep.
B
I
B
do love
R.
that. That was groundbreaking. Yep.
BRB rather. Hey,
Look how
Beta
they
Ray Bill. Be
replaced
right
Store.
back. Be right back. It's Beta Ray Bill. 337. We did not. I under ordered on this sucker. Everyone did though. And conversely, 338 because no one knew.
Yep.
What a run, huh? And he said, since he's still doing it.
Yeah.
Or back doing it, right?
Well, that's what's great about him too, because a lot of artists aren't great writers. There are, some can do both, but I mean, he delivers the goods on drawing and writing. So
I like
I remember
some of the
this
stuff
one.
he did on FF.
Rosebud too. Yeah, that was the
Rosebud
Time
2.
Variance Authority.
Yeah.
The pineapple thing. What number is that? 353. Yep. Elric. Yep.
Eric, Elric. I never got any of
D&D
these.
type stuff. Yep.
I'm glad he's still out there swinging. Damn, they got a lot of Simons in here. Ragnarok. I keep hearing about this. You get this. You have this, right?
I have a couple of them I got on Amazon. Had some deals too where you could get them for like free or El Cheapo. And hail to Dave. Yep. As our case says, Dave is here.
Walter Simonson's Ragnarok. I hear good things about it. Anti-derivative Jill said, Heath looks like the kind of stuff I might. Strange Tales. I might. Did he do any other science fiction? Yes, Russ Heath did. I do believe he did a good bit of science fiction stuff for Atlas. Or I think he did, Jill. I think it seemed to me that most of his stuff was war stuff, but I think he did some science fiction as well. I'd have to double check on that, but I think he did some. How much? I don't know. Off the top of my head, anyway. And she must be like a good ways behind. Back in time.
Yep.
Okay. So that's number 16, right? They made it. Maybe that's all we got, folks. Let's see. Let's see if there's one more. What is that? Number 16? Okay. Maybe this is number 15.
We're going to hit number 15.
I don't know if he's there. We might be up to speed now. Caught up. See that we let it go a while, and they put a bunch of them in there. Or they put a bunch of new ones. So let's see. I mean, if he's watching She-Hulk. 15. All right. Okay, 15 is respectable. You got a Harvey Kurtzman. I've actually met Kurtzman. One of the great Ks. The Kurtzmans, the Kirbys, the Kuberts. Hungry Boy, I'm sure you'll agree to have the Thing's here.
Well, to the Thing.
Oh my goodness! Everyone, give the Thing some Thing heads. Would you there in the chat, Clobberers? Good. Welcome, the Thing. It's good to see you. Aunt Petunia's favorite Matthew, blue-eyed, idol of millions.
Yep.
In fact, we don't get to see the Thing here that often. So this one, sir, these three are for you.
It's Clobberin time! Clobberonimo! Clobberonimo! I just love clobbering time.
That's for you, Thingy. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you for being here. And by the way, not the evil, crappy Klutzman. This is the good Kurtzman. It's a shame that idiot Alex Klutzman, as I call him, has to have the same name of one of the all-time greatest comic book creators and artists ever. Harvey Kurtzman is a legend and one of the greats, and he's in the Hall of Fame of Clobberin times. Just a mad. I mean, without no Mad magazine without him, folks. Enough said. So having him high up, I don't mind that at all. Every respect for all the just things he did. He's on there for as much as accomplishments as his visuals. I mean, because his visuals are obviously they were different. So, what do you think about Kurtzman, Hungry Boy? I mean, not the one in your name, the real one, the Harvey one. He said he agreed that. Yeah, he's every respect. I have no problem with him being this high on the list or anything.
But
Different, you know.
this is a good one. Yep, you think? Yep.
Well,
Good location.
Yeah, it's good. I mean,
good placement, I should say.
He's one of the giants of comics. Look at his EC comic work as well on War Comics. But again, there's no Mad Magazine without him. And I loved Mad Magazine. We all grew up loving Mad Magazine. Yep. I did anyway. Did you ever buy Mad?
Oh yeah, I would love when you ever could get your hands on it. Yeah, it was kind of it wasn't like getting a Playboy, I guess, but in some ways it was also considered avant-garde or adult or
Look, Mad number 1 and number 4 right there.
Yeah, some of the moms didn't want you reading it. It's just
yeah, he's
even though there was no
extraordinary.
No nudity, it was just the context and subject matter and.
But I started picking it up in the 70s and 80s. Mad Magazine, man, they had to have it for the movie parodies alone. I loved it for other stuff too. I love Spy. Oh yeah, I love Spy versus Spy. Yep, folded Mad covers that fold in on the back cover by Al Jaffe. The Don Martin stuff on the inside. The Spy versus Spy. Mark Drucker. All those great artists. It's just incredible.
And didn't they try to go all digital recently, and then they folded, or what happened?
Maybe so. They were still making them to relatively recently.
Yeah.
He did all these crazy parody comics. By the way, that Trump there is not the Orange Man. It's a different magazine. That was called. It actually was called Trump. Just so you know.
Yeah. It was much older. Yep.
Yeah. And he did. I used to love all these little Mad Mad small pocket books that they had. They were like one was called "It's a World." Remember the movie? It's a Mad World.
Yeah, yeah.
I bought that. That says "It's a world mad." I had so many great Mad Max. Now let's see if this is number 14. It may not be. We maybe got to the end of the list here. Unless you decide to pile them all on. If so, we'll do the rest of them later. Let's see if there's a number 14. 15 might be the end. Come on, you slow. No 14, probably. So I think we caught up.
You caught up. Oh, Doom Patrol's coming back on Sunday. All right.
Must it?
Yeah.
You watched that?
I did watch the first 2 seasons. I haven't watched the third. First season was good. Second season got pretty damn weird. But of course, that is just a weird show in general.
There you go, everybody. Tripwire. I'm sorry, everyone, but I needed to get caught up. I hope you didn't mind too much. Talking a little comic book art. What you got there? Yep. Oh my! And then, of course, if you want to see a cool toy.
There we go. And I got my new fancy dancy rotating.
It's rotating. Oh my God! Look at this
rotating doohickey thing.
You got to put Thor on the other side of him or something. No, I guess he wouldn't fit. Look at that.
Beta Ray Bill.
Where you, Mr. Fancy Pants? Where did you get this thing?
Yeah, just spending all the profits from the channel. Just kidding. There are no profits. Yeah. I spent the last of the petty cash.
The magnificent feast represents the last of the petty cash. Wow, indeed, sir. Well, that's fantastic.
I love that figure. Unfortunately, I had him before I put he's kind of sun messed up his cape. I should put,
right?
Yeah, it's the Silver Surfer. Yeah, that's really cool. And then
funny?
Well, I was gonna say I put Mylar on my windows to block. When we bought the windows, they were supposed to have the UV protection. They didn't, so a lot of my stuff started going. So then I had to put, you can buy sheets and put it up so you protect it. But so that's why a couple of my action figures I had up, because they're free out of the box, to protect the room, and they went. Yep.
What's weird about that? is he doesn't look anything like that on that cartoon, Silver Surfer cartoon he was on, and they don't have anything like the real origin of Beta Ray Bill at all on there. He looked great on Earth's Mightiest Heroes. I love that Silver Surfer cartoon. Don't get me wrong, but on the episode he's on, it's nothing to do with Raider. They call him Beta Ray Bill, and he doesn't really even look much like that at all. He looks sort of, but I don't know if you remember that. But
it's been a long time, yeah. And Hungry Bird's a funny message. Yeah. Someone put Tiger Bomb in Spidey's tidy whities, hence the jiggle dance. Yeah.
oh dear.
Oh,
did I tell you the weird thing that happened to me last night on Twitter?
No, what happened?
Well, are you familiar with Sophie Miles?
Oh, yeah. From Fire in the
Girl in the Fireplace.
Girl in the Fireplace, yeah.
Right. Well, Retro Vicky retweeted her.
Yeah.
That she was saying something about, I'm looking for a bunch of people, for like a bunch of longtime Doctor Who fans, for a YouTube live stream to talk about what Doctor Who means to them. And I didn't think she was going to answer. I just wrote to her and said, well, I'm a fan of Doctor Who for 40 years. I'm happy. I'd like to, I'm in, or something like that, to that effect. And she wrote back, she followed me, and then wrote back and said,
she followed you too?
She followed me, and then she said, yes. She said, okay, you're on the list. And I'm like, huh?
Wow, you must have blushed.
I was like, wow, what the? I don't know if anything will come of it, but, I'd love to go talk to her with her. And I would even be nice and not say bad things about Jodie. I wouldn't say good things about Jodie, but I would just
don't say anything.
Yeah, I mean,
Doctor Who ended in 2013.
Doctor Who ended in 2013 for me, anyway.
Yeah,
2014ish.
Yeah.
So I said, but that's just a personal thing. I totally respect and think it's perfectly fine that the Doctor turned into a woman. No, I don't.
Well, I guess we got Jodie's last episode coming up, right?
Yeah, I get it's yeah, they got that coming up.
I never finished watching that. Usually, I watch Mark watches everything, but as I say, Mikey likes it, but I couldn't finish watching it. I might try to, but
no,
just so I can say that I've watched it.
You know what? I'll be fine with you if you say you don't. If you can't say that you watched it, I won't think less of you as a human being.
All right.
I will definitely praise Patrick Troughton. And I'll even quote him. I'll say, "Oh dear, we could be playing the game of wrestling at this very moment. Your tone doesn't inspire much confidence, Doctor. I gather we were not expected to win. Brigadier, I think our past is catching up with us. Or maybe it's our future. Come on, run." I don't know. I just love Troughton. He's fantastic. Even though the Five Doctors was batshit crazy and bonkers, I still love it. He was great in that. Didn't make any sense, but I love it. And Troughton is fantastic. He really, in a way, kind of set the tone for the character going forward when he took over.
With his personality,
I say run,
I think, yeah.
Run. Yeah. Well, nothing against Hart. I love Hartnell. Hartnell played him as the old man, so they could have easily just got somebody that looks close to like him and just pretended it's the same guy, and not explained the regeneration thing.
They chose not to, though. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love Web of Fear is a great one, by the way, but they could have easily just done that. But it's inspired coming with the idea to make him totally different, and then remember, he's so different from William Hartnell. It stands out. And then after that, every time they would cast a new one, they would be in contrast to the guy before it. I love that. I mean, I love Troughton. Then I love Pertwee. Then I love Baker. Those guys, those could not be. Every time he's totally different. Then I love Davison. And then, again, so forth. Every time they got a new guy in there, he was totally different from the last one anyway. And yet, a lot of the same traits carried through all the Doctors that were put there by Patrick Troughton, which I think is fantastic. Yeah, I mean, I love him. Love. He's in my top 3 or 4. Well, yeah, I don't. It's tough. Like Tom Baker's always going to be my favorite.
Well, you just love them all, right? I mean,
well, yeah, but when I put them in order, though, Tom Baker's my favorite. I'll put it to you like this: my order of Doctors are. I'll put it in the chat. I'll put it in the chat. My order of favorite doctors, and that is 4, 3, 2, 7, 5, boom, boom. 11, 10, 11, 10, 6, 1. Well, I know it's sacrilege. 1, 9, 8. But I want to put 12 on there. War.
War Doctor.
And yeah, and I'm gonna allow Capaldi as 12, even though he's really 13. So yeah, 5, 11. Yeah, this is I'm gonna allow Capaldi on there. No, I don't. I'm not gonna allow him. Take it back. War. So these are my favorite docs in order. Tom Baker, John Pertwee, Patrick Troughton, Sylvester McCoy, Peter Davison, Matt Smith, David Tennant, Colin Baker, William Hartnell, Christopher Eccleston, Paul McGann, and John Hurt in order. I know that's a controversial order.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love Curse of Fenric, but I love them all on equal ground. I mean, but yeah, I mean, just
you pick Smith ahead of Tennant?
Yeah, I do. I know it's blasphemy. Tennant had better stories.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
There's something about the performance of Matt Smith that I just love because he had such a tough road to hoe because he had to convince you that he was a 2,000-something-year-old Time Lord inside of a 27-year-old looking body.
Yep.
And he sold it immediately, especially early on when he really looked young.
Great first episode.
The 11th Hour is probably the greatest, in my opinion. It is not probably. To me, it's the greatest introductory episode of any Doctor. As far as first episode of a new Doctor.
Yep.
I think 11th Hour is that.
Fish and custard, and then the whole
custard. Yep.
And the whole aging of Pond and the outfit that she's wearing.
Yeah.
Wow, I male gaze segment, and but the whole story, and then of course he's got one of the great Doctor Who speeches at the end of that episode, and that's when
that's one of the great
when he convinces you when he flips the switch,
he sells it,
and he sells that he's a doctor, and he tells those aliens, "I'm protecting the Earth here." You can probably quote it better than me, but I love that scene. It's just such a well done scene.
Oh God,
like, yes, that's quintessential Doctor Who.
I love when he said, when he said, "You were a little girl 5 minutes ago. You're worse than my aunt. I'm the Doctor. I'm worse than everybody's aunt." And that's not how I'm introducing myself. But yeah, you're right. He goes, so just to ask you one more question. Has this world been threatened before? Check this. And now one final question. What happened to them? And they got that great music. And you can see that the Atraxi running all the pictures, the computer running the info.
The
and
history.
The pictures of all the doctors.
Yeah.
Boom. And then he walks through the big, goes, "Hello, I'm the Doctor. Basically, run." It's one of the great. God, it's just such fan wank. I can't help it. It's fantastic, man.
Yeah, it was, and it's true. Yeah, following, when you had to follow, Tom Baker. I mean, as the fourth Doctor. I mean, when I was watching it on PBS, and then my friend was telling me, Rob was telling me, the Doctor can regenerate. Like, what? What do you mean he can regenerate? And then we found out we knew, but you can't have a new Doctor. It's Doctor Who is Tom Baker, because there's no way you could watch the other stuff, right? I had no way of watching. And hey, Monkey Jeebus.
Monkey Jeebus.
It was whatever was on, TV at the time. You didn't have VHSs and till a little bit later, and then I guess you could get some of them. And then a lot of the episodes are missing then too. They've since found a bunch. But yeah, you could read books or fanzines or but yeah, I'm like, when even the Doctor can regenerate,
Well,
But we were all sad when we found out Doctor Who, Tom Baker was leaving.
Well, we were in the early days of the craze here in the States when it was all Tom Baker, all 24 hours a day. And we were just starting to learn there were at first you didn't know there were previous doctors, right? I mean,
Yeah.
And then our only way to see old Doctor Who, you couldn't. So we got to reread those quote unquote Target novels. I don't mean the store. Target Publishing put out, and Pinnacle also put out novelizations.
Retro Dicky
of
has,
the
I
episodes.
think, almost every one, right?
I used to have almost all of them too. Our buddy Retro Dicky still has them all. So JT Kirk's favorites: 86753 8675309. Not just kidding. 3 only got close. So 8675309. I see what you did there, Jenny. I got your number. I assume he means he could have put the 0 there. I assume that's not his real order. 86. Hail to JT Kirk. That is fantastic.
Snagged. You
I
got
like
it.
it. You got me. Yeah. Okay, everyone. I can't tell you to put him and give him his agonizer because it was too good, but we have to maintain discipline in the ranks around here, young man. So here you go.
Your agonizer, please.
No, Mr. Spock.
Oh shit!
That was a classic.
That was fantastic. JT Kirk, well done.
And only people of a certain age would get that.
Hungry Boy, my first time I ever heard about Doctor said Starlog put out an issue highlighting Doctor Who while Baker was still the Doctor, to its credit. They had Starlog used to put out books. I used to buy the mag, of course. And they put out a book, like I think I've showed it before, called Science Fiction Superheroes or Science Fiction Heroes or whatever, right? And there was a write-up on the show, some weird-looking dude, it was that old famous like publicity still of Tom Baker with a bunch of Daleks.
Yeah.
And it's called Doctor Who, and I read about it, like, what is that? I didn't know what the hell that was. Never heard of it. I never heard of that. And I see bits and pieces here and there in Starlog, but I didn't know what the hell this thing was. It looked interesting. I wanted to see that. I was 16, 17 years old reading about it. And then when we finally got the show here, yep. Oh, I still have all my old Starlogs, Rob. Save
great.
one. I had issue number 1, but I gave it to a friend as a gift because he's a huge Star Trek fan. So I don't have number 1 anymore, but I did have it.
I saw it when I was doing a stream from Texas about a year ago when I was there, and I was showing the pictures in the shop. And then remember that? I don't know if you remember that, but then there was a Starlog number 1 on like half hidden underneath one of the books on the rack, and everyone's like, "Go back and see what it costs," or I don't know. It must be worth a lot now, Starlog number 1. But it's like I didn't get a chance to go back to the store, but to see if it was still there. But that's one that would be great to own and frame and have on the wall.
Oh yeah. It's great stuff.
The Enterprise is on Starlog. Isn't Enterprise on Starlog number 1?
It's Kirk and Spock. It's a painting of it's art of Kirk and Spock on their cover. Right? I may have the ship on there as well. We could find out, can't we?
Yep.
Should I goggle
That's
it?
true, right? We have the supercomputer.
Should I
gobble it? Don't gobble it. Don't Google it.
Goggle.
Gobble.
That's what remember with Johnny on Cobra Kai, so he was calling it googling goggling.
Goggling, yeah. Oh, the ship is on there. Okay, my memory is semi decent.
Yeah, we've talked a little Starlog around here before.
It's on the Internet Archive. Actually, you can read the thing.
Yeah, we've done. We've shown that. I still have all my issues now. I don't have every issue anymore, every issue ever. But I have a friend of mine that has every issue. And when I say every issue, I don't mean in the early ones. Every flipping issue ever, from number 1. He started buying it at number 1, and he bought it until what was it, like into the 2000s? They stopped making it.
Yep.
You know that there was a Starlog store in the 70s, the 80s in Atlanta.
Wow. Nope.
True that. It was they sold other stuff than Starlog, but I think it was the Starlog. This generation doesn't know the joy of waiting for the new Starlog to come to the newsstand. Great time. Yeah. You know what, Rob? I'll tell you what, in my case, we didn't have a newsstand. We had Walden Books or B. Dalton, just depending on which one you went to. And yes, every month I could not wait to go get the new Starlog. Couldn't wait.
Yeah, the first issue they're talking about the animated series too. So,
yep.
Yeah, and they had the dimensions of the Enterprise. That's the kind of stuff that I love. You know,
Starfleet email address. I didn't have a Starfleet email address, JT. I didn't know there was such a thing, but
yeah, they were selling them. Yeah, that you could sign up and get. It was back in the early 2000s, I think, or late 90s. Like, I never did, but I should have. Yeah.
Let's see. Keeps the issue of Starlog's critique Saturn 3 under his bed to this day. I do have that issue, actually. You know, the first issue I bought of Starlog, though, I didn't see it until around issue number 39 on the stand. It's got Buck Rogers on the cover. I'll never forget. It's the first time I bought it, and I didn't stop buying it after that, and I went and got a bunch of the back issues of it. So I didn't know about it, you know, when the first few years of it. You know, until I didn't learn about it until much later when I started seeing it at the Waldens. So, for example, number 39. Let's see. And now it's got Buck Rogers on the cover. This was the first issue of Starlog I ever bought.
There you go, Buck Rogers.
Yep.
Maybe I can't do the
wait.
Buck.
Bitty. What a body. Yeah. Freezing my ball bearings off. Bitty. Yeah, they did. They published these Space 99 Eagle blueprints. It was just so good. And here's the thing about I remember somewhere around like in the early 1990s when they came out with the 50th anniversary of Starlog magazine, right? And what they did is they printed a picture of all the covers. And I'll never forget looking at the covers, and it brought back memories each year, those movies. So you could look at covers of Starlog magazine and go and remember what I was, and now when I look back, the same deal, I can look at some of these covers and remember bits of my life and things I was doing back then.
Yep.
Yes, indeed, Hungry Boy. I love Buck Rogers. I still go back and watch it all the time. I need to get that new. I have my old set of it, but I need to get like a Blu-ray of it.
Oh, yeah, scanners. Yeah, that explosion on the cover. Yeah. Now, wow, Starlog #1 has limited printing rush order today. I can order my 11x14 giant. God, they did the painting that's on the cover, Starlog #1, without the lettering, and they say, "Note: if you do not want to cut this magazine, print your order clearly on another piece of paper." 35 cents postage. Yeah, I wonder how much that posters. And they say these beautiful high color prints are sure to increase in value in the collector's market.
Yes, it's incredible. I still love Buck Rogers. Monkey Jeebus says.
Yeah. And Aaron Gray.
I've always been a toy hunter and comic collector. Oh yeah, there you go. Aaron Gray. Yes, bitty. I love Scanners. Yeah, 70s love Scanners. Scanners, man. You know what? That's a Cronenberg film, of course. I don't know if I think I just watched it because Patrick McGowan was in it. Oh, Michael Ironside's in it as well, but yeah.
Yep.
And I can't remember watching it more than once, though. It's been so long.
What's JT Kirk saying? Is that Jadzia on the cover?
Where?
I'm not sure which cover now, but.
Oh, I don't know.
And why can't I say Jadzia? There we go.
That there. No, that's Trinity from The Matrix. That there. He may mean that one.
Yeah.
Because that was the sort of look like her, yeah.
A little bit, yep. Both equally gorgeous, yep.
And so is that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full. Starlog. That's not a Starlog right there. Well, it sort of is, but it's a Japanese one. Starlog poster magazine. I remember when I'll never forget buying this issue right here. It was
Ray Harryhausen's
Clash of Titans. Clash of
That's just
Titans.
so
Oh my
good.
God. I saw Clash of the Titans and Raiders of the Lost Ark on the same damn day when they opened. I don't know if
They
this
both
is-
opened the same day?
I don't know if there was. Look, back then you're a kid. You don't know what opening day is. You just know that they're playing. We were on vacation somewhere, and it said we looked in the paper, I guess, and found out it was playing close to me in the daytime, and we're all going to go see a movie that night. And was it the exact same release date everywhere? I don't know. Movies didn't work that way back then. They didn't always come out the same day.
Yeah,
We
different
saw them
markets.
the same day, and they were brand new. So could it have been out longer than that before? I don't know. I'd have to look up to see what the release date was for both of them. But it was 1981, and I saw them both on the same day. One in the daytime. I went to. I think they dumped me by myself to go watch Clash of the Titans. But then the whole family went that night to see Raiders. And what an experience!
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been in a movie theater where not only did people laugh that loud, but for that long when he shoots the sword guy. I mean, I couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying this.
They were subverting expectations there.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever been in a movie theater where it was that with that kind of reaction.
That loud, raucous. But how was it? Was it sold out?
Oh, can't really remember, but I wouldn't be surprised.
It was big crowd, though, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man, Starlog
that makes
number
all
7.
the difference
one
too. Yeah.
I have
that's
this one.
Worth a lot of that's worth a lot of smackerels according to eBay.
I think I have this one. I may have
$177 or best.
I gotta dig out my Star Wars.
150 or best offer.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
You know, because it's talking about some little independent movies, so I can't remember the name of it now. War Stars or something.
Okay.
Didn't. Hey, Donnie Pearson. Hello there,
Donnie.
Good to see you, Donnie.
I was trying to see if anyone had that print for sale on Fleabay. The Starlog cover from number 1 without
number 7 cover.
Well, the number 1 without they were selling just the painting. I'm just trying to see if it's on. I was just wondering if it was on eBay. You could buy it.
Somebody put the back and front covers. Superman 2, Outland. I went to see Outland at the theater. You like Outland?
Yeah, I love Outland.
I went to see it at a very young age. I'd like to see it again. Do you have that?
70s did a review of that, and I was on the show. Yep. So
70s, you did a review of Outland?
Yeah.
Oh man, I need to watch that again. I haven't seen that since 1981 when it came out. I guess it was 81, right? Wow.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't know
fun. Yeah.
I didn't know he reviewed that
a couple months ago. I think. Yeah.
You know what I want though? We talked about this before. He said I love Outland. I had a fun stream on it. Okay, cool. That's, by the way, everyone, please subscribe to That 70s Rock Fan Show. If anyone could put that link to his channel, please go subscribe to him. He's getting. If you want to see his incredible stream he did on Outland, that's pretty cool. I want the comic adaptation. You and I've talked about this on here before, but it's been a while. The Jim Steranko comic book adaptation of Outland that he did for Metal Hurlant, which is basic Metal Hurlant, or however you say it, for the French heavy metal magazine.
Yeah.
Back then I was seeing it in the store and at the Walden's, and it was too expensive. I didn't buy it. God, I wish I'd have bought that sucker. Damn it.
Yeah, that's what happens. Sometimes you don't buy something. Like I've still, I don't have a lot of regrets, but I got to say, when I didn't buy that Enterprise Hallmark ornament in 1991, I was like, oh God. And then that was the one that was in Free Enterprise too. That's the joke when the girlfriend's breaking up with Robert Myers, quote unquote character, and she takes back his Hallmark ornament, and I'm like, no, don't do it.
Thanks, Eric. Appreciate that, bro. Yeah, it's crazy. Metal Hurlant is a comic. It's also a French heavy metal magazine, monkey. Metal Hurling, or however you say the name of it. But yeah, does anyone remember the Steranko adaptation of the movie though? Hungry Boy says the analysis of Outland by that 70s rock fan was the best I've seen in more than 20 years. Oh, wow. Cool. High praise indeed from Hungry Boy. And well, that's excellent. Yeah. So
that was a fun show to be on. Yep.
Oh, you were on that one?
Yeah, I was on that one. Yep.
Damn it.
I love out. I don't know.
I haven't seen it. I wasn't qualified to be on it because I haven't seen it in a long time. Just saying.
Yeah.
Not that I would invite myself on anyway. I was just saying that next time Hungry Boy has a movie that I do know something about, I'm not Hungry Boy. I mean, 70s. I'm not expecting to be invited on or anything, but if he does, I'm just messing. I'm just kidding. 70s. Yeah.
I think I had to leave early, unfortunately.
A fun fact about that 70s rock fan: people mistake his name for someone who likes 70s rock and roll music. No, he likes and collects rocks from the 70s. Actual rocks.
Are orange ones his favorite?
Yes, he has of course. He has a big collection of rocks that date back to the 70s. Just saying. Sometimes like the 1870s. So yeah.
He's a geologist, like the guy on Star Trek. Yep. And
yeah. I was just busting your chops there, 70s. But appreciate you, man. So yeah, please. I don't know. Gravel is especially gravelly from the gravel from the 70s, dude, especially. Get some good gravel. They had some great gravel back then, man. Gravel's not the same as it was in the 70s. I like Bronze Age gravel. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's that Outland comic adaptation.
Yeah, there's certain things you're like, oh, I should have bought it. Yeah.
I've showed that before, but what the hell? Look how freaking unreal this thing was. This has got to be better than the movie. Nothing against the movie. So, since you guys talked about the movie, did you talk about this?
No, I don't think we talked about the comic. But like I said, I had to leave a little bit early. I had a meeting to get to, I think. So I was kind of bummed out I had to leave. But I'm knowing 70s, so he covers everything. So I bet he probably mentioned it. So
nobody really thinks about that. I mean, what's great about you guys doing that movie is because no one really thinks about it. I mean, Connery has all these other movies. You don't hear anyone talk about it that much.
Yeah, I don't know. 70s mentioned. I said, "Oh, I love that movie." It's like, "Oh, make sure have you on." When I've mentioned it a couple times too, I think, but it was one of my buddy Rob mentioned it again. But he came over. He's like, "You got to watch this." And go to see in the movie theaters. Like, we love Connery. He's like, just got this movie Outland we rented. Got to watch it. And I remember watching, like, oh, this is cool, and it's like a Western. It's basically like a Western in space. It's what's the famous 50s movie? Yeah. I'm trying to stream
High Noon.
High Noon. Yeah, it's High Noon in space, basically. But with Connery.
High Noon in space.
Yeah, the only thing that was I thought was very unrealistic was the Connery's wife actually is fed up with life on space station and actually leaves him, which I thought was inconceivable. Women would never leave Sean Connery. That was the only nitpick.
Women don't leave Sean Connery.
Right.
Well, he says, let's sail into history. And he says, losers do their best. Winners like the prom queen. Losers. I'm Sean Connery. I can make any movie. Losers do their best. Yes, so I'm Bond. James Bond. Sorry, I can't do Connery. Sue me. But yeah, this is this is incredible. I want this damn comic. Now you can't get it. I think you and I talked about this. Is ridiculous prices now.
Was it on that other site that sometimes you can find things or to read online or?
I don't know. Man, it's not to read; it's the art in this case.
Yeah. No, but yeah.
Yeah. No, what can you do? As a wise man once said, you can't have everything. I mean, where would you put it? Boom, 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 boom.
Boom.
Or even better,
I'm going to check right now. Let's see.
When that guy was interviewing the Tick, and he said about his superpowers, says, do you have the power to blow up the world? And he goes, gee, I hope not. That's where I keep all my stuff.
Yeah. Oh, gotta love the Tick.
Yeah, I love that cartoon.
Did you ever watch
Cartoon's
the live
fantastic.
action?
No, we've talked about that. I've never watched
Yeah,
either one of the live action shows, but I love the cartoon.
I like to recommend stuff more than you do, but I would
That's fine.
give that Fox show a shot. It's only 9 episodes. Doesn't take long to watch. There's another thing that got canceled too soon.
Yes. I'll
I
watch
mean,
it and I'll see the sadness because I'll love it and I'll go, damn it.
damn it. That's like, well, didn't you
Canceled.
tell a friend to maybe watch the brown coats
Firefly.
Firefly, and then the person called you and they're all upset because it's over and there'll be no more. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I warned his ass. Like I said, yeah, that's the story I was telling you about where I get a call from this friend one day. He goes, he says laid back voice. If you're hearing him, dude, I love you. But he talks like, I don't know if he's listening. I'm saying, hey, you fucking mother, I'm gonna kill you. I said, what? What are you talking about? I finally watched Firefly. I've been years since I've been telling him about it. I said, oh, you didn't like it? He says, no, I loved it. Now it's over. There's only like a few episodes. God damn it, it'll kill you. I was like, what? He said, oh, basically, obviously he's being hyperbolic. It's like, it's not fair, man.
Yeah.
I said, dude, don't talk to me about that. I was on the ground floor. I recorded it when it first aired the first night, fell in love with it and I wore out the 11 episodes that they did actually air. I had them on VHS and wore the suckers out long before they put out a DVD set. I went to the first con that a few of them showed up at Dragon Con that year. And, I mean, dude, I was part of that online campaign to try to get it brought back and all that stuff to get the movie made. What do we get them? We get the movie made just so the jackass could kill the characters, kill important characters or beloved characters. He killed Book and Wash.
We said he would have changed that though, right? Or today?
Yeah, I think he's admitted that he shouldn't have done that. See, look, if the show had lasted 3, 4 years, 5 years, and then you kill the character down the road at some point, okay. He used to kill characters on Buffy. Actually, people say, well, he killed people on Buffy all the time. He killed Buffy 10 times, but brought her back 10 times. So it's not the same thing. If you're bringing him back, it doesn't count. And he killed, as far as major characters go, he didn't kill one of the main cast ever, except Buffy like 3 times. Or he would bring him back. Now, he killed supporting characters all the time.
Not the main characters, yeah.
Until until he finally killed Cordelia, he didn't kill anybody. And then later, a couple of the other regulars on Angel, but on Buffy, he didn't until Anya in the last episode. That doesn't count. And killing Spike never counted because he kept bringing him back. So he would bring characters back all the time
Spike,
after killing them. Because it's like a comic. Nobody's dead. Nobody's ever really gone.
Except for Captain Marvel.
Except for, yeah.
I think, right? Is that the...
Who? What?
Is that the only character that's still deceased? I mean, for a while it was Bucky.
Marvel came back for a minute, but yeah, Marvel's gone.
Yeah.
Uncle Ben's probably stayed dead, right? For the most part, I think.
Wasn't that a clone from another universe, or was that actually him that was back in the comics when I was reading that? I thought it was Uncle Ben when he came back for a while. Wasn't that a clone? Was that part of the Clone Saga? Or was that was an Uncle Ben from another universe, another reality?
If it happened, I wasn't reading at the time.
Yeah, when I was
surprised.
I think it happened in the 400s. But
well, if they're characters,
what do I remember?
It's not a short. It's a short list.
Yeah, no, they're trying to think of
How many times did Jean Grey get killed?
All the time.
Yep. Comics broke death to make it meaningless, especially later.
I mean, the comics, you're all mostly dead. You're not all dead except for a few people.
Yeah, mostly dead. That's craziness. Oh my goodness.
Well, I found a quote by Eric Larson on Twitter. We might want to talk about for a couple minutes.
Goodness, sure,
it's interesting.
For it.
Yeah, it's an
not
artist
a Larson
thing,
guy myself. But
let me share the screen here.
I
don't know
think
if
he's
any of
a
you
dope,
guys
but
saw this on the Twitters. So let me zoom in a little bit here.
Is this going to upset me?
I don't think so. But one thing might upset everyone. We'll read it. But Leafield answers him. Original art prices don't bear this out. Peak, Byrne, and Miller outsell all these cats. And I guess Larson's original post was most comic book readers find it inconceivable that everyone doesn't adore these artists. Neil Adams, Alex Ross, Jim Lee, Alan Davis, George Perez.
I'm with him on everything but Jim Lee, but I hear you. I understand what he's saying.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that they're the best, just the fans think of them as the gold standard. It's almost like something of the Manchurian Candidate, the way they're held on a pedestal. Both Miller and Byrne have their detractors. So let's show the thread here. And add John Byrne, Jack Kirby, and Frank Miller, please. That's not the point of this. There are others whose work I'd rate higher, but for whatever reason, these are deemed above criticism by adoring fans. I've certainly seen people criticize Byrne, Kirby, Miller.
So what's he saying? There's certain artists that don't criticize.
Yeah, I guess like a universal list that everyone says everyone likes these artists. Not putting them in order of who's the greatest, but like there's no one that doesn't like these art. But then might want to cover your eyes here. Well, this one's okay. He says, I love Jack Kirby. He's my absolute favorite, but there are a lot of fans who do not get Kirby or understand Kirby.
That's true.
Fine with his work. With the others, it's almost cult-like.
That's true.
In the minds, we're all on the same page and adore their work without exception. So that was a good quote.
Like I said, with the others, it's almost cult-like. In the minds, we're all on the same page and adore their work without exception. I love, you know how much I love Kirby. Even I don't I don't refrain from criticizing him. I do criticize him if there's criticism to be had. George Perez is an artist. Go ahead.
This might get people angry. So agree with Kirby. Lots don't like, but I love him. Always surprised George Perez is so esteemed. I think his stuff is okay, but he's a serious legend to everyone else. I much prefer Byrne and Buscema as iconic level artists. I thought Jim Lee only had that status in the 90s. Okay.
Well,
George,
I like Virgo, by the way, who coasted that, but I don't agree with him.
So George Perez is an artist whose work I loved as a kid, but the more I learned, the less enamored with his work I became. It became apparent that he was hiding his shortcomings behind a veneer of clutter. So I just like to say that I wish I had as many shortcomings as George Perez when I do my artwork. So I don't know what the F that means. So that's what I kind of wanted to show. So
leave it to Eric Larson to make an ass of himself no matter what.
I mean, what Perez's shortcomings? Could someone please explain them to me? Please.
Nobody's perfect, sure. Eric Larson knows more about actual art than me, sure. He doesn't know much about anything else in the real world than me. So I can't, when it comes, he's an actual artist, I'm not. But yeah, I don't know about, he appeared to almost sleepwalk through those jobs. Whoa, Hungry Boy's got to come. Fuck you 100 times. Wow. Larson's a putz. Again,
I can see it's one thing to say you don't like an artist or I didn't like this issue or this or that, but I mean, I guess our artists have shortcomings, but it's kind of a broad way to like say that shortcomings behind a veneer of clutter. I mean, that's a little. I read that that kind of triggered me. And he says, on your short list, John Buscema is the most pure and natural talent. His only shortcomings had a tough time hiding his boredom with certain assignments, as appeared to almost sleepwalk through those jobs.
Keely Chow, roll tide, my friend.
Hey, Keely.
So, I don't know, but look, Perez was human. I mean, he probably didn't have his off days, and I can see, sometimes they probably had a lot of people. And you think a guy like Eric Larson would know this, but Eric Larson did not work in the industry for as long as Perez, in terms of not working for others and not himself. What I mean by that is Eric Larson did start out working for, a company, but eventually when he got into the image crap, he started being his own boss. So he never had to worry about shit.
He followed McFarlane on Spider-Man, correct? I think.
Right, but eventually he became an image guy and became his own boss. So therefore, he didn't have editors breathing down his neck all of the time, whereas Perez almost always did, and had to. He didn't have the luxury of. Here's the thing about these image sons of bitches here. He never had editors beating the crap out of him to get deadlines or any of that shit. If one of their books took 5 months to come out, so be it. Nobody was pushing them around. Whereas guys like Buscema, And Perez and Kirby and these guys would say what you want about their art, be some of it not better. They had deadlines and editors to please who screwed around with their art, pushed them, made them turn in pages that may not be always their best work so they could get inkers to finish it for them. Well, because they didn't live in the lap of luxury like friggin' Image people who had, in some cases, like Left Field and McFarlane, who had other people finishing up their shit. And if an issue of Spawn was late or Savage Dragon was late, didn't matter. They didn't have to answer to anybody else. So don't give me this. Eric Larson, you just, you don't know what it was like to work in the trenches like as long as somebody like Perez or Kirby or John Buscema, you jackass.
Yeah, just to say that he had shortcomings. I guess, everyone, maybe had a bad issue or some things, but
sure,
he's such a fantastic artist. But it's one thing to say, I just don't like George Perez's work. Yeah. But I guess I'm not an artist to critique. I guess certain people can't draw feet, or have trouble with certain things, right? And that's not Larson. That's is it Leafield? Is the can't draw feet? What was the joke?
Left Field can't draw feet. Yeah.
But there's certain things that artists are better at certain scenarios or certain poses, and obviously. But I know I thought that of course I always give everyone a better benefit of the doubt. But when I read that, I'm like, Hungry Boy is gonna not be happy if he sees this one.
No, he probably. Hey, did you see that stupid shite? Shout out to Bird of Prey 5 because he brought it to my attention. I mean, not me personally, but I saw him talking about it. I don't know where this happened, and I don't steal his thunder, so I give him credit for it. There was, I guess, this was either that Star Trek Day thing they did or the other day. And what's her name? There you go. What's her name? Terry Farrell.
So
was
that laughing at Hungry Boy's comment?
Yeah. Terry Farrell was at this con with what's her name? Nana Visitor and Colin Meaney or whatever. They were talking about they were fielding questions about Star Trek, of course. So I guess it must have been that Star Trek Day thing they had last week or whatever. Anyway, she was asked, what other character would you play? Is there another Star Trek character you would like to play if you had a chance? Okay, do you know what she said? Can you guess who she said?
Yeah.
You gonna guess? Or you
no, I just tell me. Yeah.
Mikey Spock.
Oh my goodness!
However, she didn't say Michael Burnham or anything like that. She said that girl, the one on Discovery, what's her name? Sonika or something. She didn't know the name of the character.
I would have died if she had said Mikey Spock.
She didn't know that much. She didn't know that her name was Michael Burnham. She didn't know anything. She was on that. She's barely struggled to remember that it was on Discovery. She's just so fantastic. Well, she's that fantastic. You should know their goddamn name. If you
just stream brain, maybe.
No, she was on a stage, all casual. If you think a character's so great, you think you'd like to play them, you're gonna know their friggin' name. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Are she nuts? I was like, why would you have to virtue signal like that? You sound stupid. I mean, look, I would have just cringed if she said she got the name right. I'd be like, oh God,
$100 to say Mikey Spock. That would have been awesome.
Oh, that'd be the greatest. But if she don't even know the character's freaking name. I'm just saying, if you don't know the character's name, that you're not being like sincere or genuine when you say you think the character's so great that you play him.
Yeah.
I don't trust you. I don't think you've watched more than you probably saw her on the stage or something. You never watched it. So don't pretend.
You didn't suffer through it like I did, and I still didn't finich Discovery yet. Oh, that's another show. Should I finish Jody? Take a poll. Should Mark finish watching Jody Who or
no, they're gonna they're gonna say you have to.
Or watch both. Yeah. Well, at least I won't have to sit on a pineapple. Bathed in jalapeno juice as I watch it.
Sit on a pineapple. Yeah, I love it. JT Kirk says, I would play Commander Tucker so I could get stuck in decon while T'Pau as Pon Far. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Butter.
First time I
Yeah.
watched that scene, I'm like, this is the most ridiculous BS, but I'm not complaining.
It was pretty silly, but it was
Yeah.
actually a good story. The episode was actually a good story, if I remember that right. But
Yeah, but it's like, come on, I'm the engineer here. You would have had a spray, a robot spray that would have sprayed everyone the decon
maybe
gel.
maybe
You would
he
have
had a deal made with the doctor that
the machine broke every time Paul was in there.
I wish it
I
did.
remember
Yeah, exactly.
when that came out too, all my buddies were, knew I was a massive Star Trek fan.
Indeed, Chris Berger.
They were sending me all the pictures of her, on Maxim, and like, she's gonna play a Vulcan. That's ridiculous. And of course, her acting was actually really good. I thought
I love
she did a
Paul.
great job. Yeah, no, I mean, she was gorgeous, but she did a great job too. But Jolene Blaylock, yeah, all the pictures that people were sending me, like, she was
Yeah, it was.
cutie patootie, as
I
Raquel
think
would
that's
say.
I think that's a testament to how good she is, and now the character, how good an actor she is, how good a character is, because she's so hot. It's disturbing sometimes. It's like it can't. It's really difficult to not to take. I'm not saying not to take her seriously, but maybe it is in a sense because she's so damn hot. I can't concentrate. I'll be like, man.
Yeah,
I
someone
don't
that's
even
so
like
pretty.
short hair. I don't like
Someone-
short hair on a chick.
Someone that's so pretty, it's distracting, right? You can't just
Yeah,
can't
she's
you
just
can't
so
look
gorgeous.
at them. Yeah,
So
don't even
hot.
look. It's like the opposite of the Medusa effect. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Persia says, I wish I didn't know Sonequa Martin Green was Mikey Spock, and I'm with Mark. I'd have paid 100 if she said Mikey. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But she wouldn't know that one. Yeah.
It's
I
so
would like
good.
that, yeah.
So, Hungry Boy, you're gonna comment on that post on
Which
that
one?
thread on the Eric
I
Larson
don't know.
thread. You're
You
gonna
might.
write that. on
Eric
there.
Larson. Eric
Yeah.
Larson's an idiot. I can't stand that guy. And
Did
I
he,
never liked.
I
I
thought he
liked
was
some
leaving
of his.
Twitter.
Did he?
Well, he said when Elon bought it, I thought he was leaving
Did
Twitter.
you buy it yet?
I guess it didn't go through yet. So, well, there's the thread if anyone wants to interact with that thread.
Yeah, well, I hope he leaves it. I hope he leaves. Screw him. I can't stand. I never liked Savage Dragon. I never liked the Spider-Man that much. A lot of people liked it, but then I wasn't really
I
buying
didn't like
to
it,
be fair.
no, because I love McFarlane, as you know.
I
But then when he
can't
took
stand
over,
Larson.
he tried to copy, and maybe they told him to copy McFarlane, but it was too flat and too angular, and I was like, oh, just do your own thing, don't copy McFarlane.
He tried to do McFarlane doing Kirby
Yeah,
in the sense because he was he had respect for Kirby at least. But yeah,
it just didn't look good.
yeah, I agree with that. Well, I guess we could start saying our goodbyes. We had everyone here tonight. We got been here for a while, and I want to thank everybody for being here with us tonight. Tomorrow night, folks, the clubhouse is in session.
Yeah,
I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to do it with bells on. That's for sure. We'll have our wonderful first officer Raquel with us tomorrow night. Can't wait to see her. Can't wait to hang out with you all. In the meantime, we got that. We got, I guess, Friday night I should be over there hanging. Oh yeah, Friday night, yeah, on Nick's a great Nick Weiser's stream, the comic shop. We're going to be reviewing some 4 different what if comics, I think. So looking forward to that.
Nice,
go back and reread those. I just remembered. And but what else? What else? Of course, I got Saturday Night Star Trek. Everyone, yes.
Yep.
Saturday Night Star Trek. 4 more episodes.
I watched Playing God.
Yep, I'm caught up. I've watched them all 4 of them.
Watch them all. Yep.
What else? What else we got going on? So yeah, we got that, folks. Hey, let's see here. What the hell? Okay. Mark's got probably some more enabling videos coming up and the geekery.
Oh yeah, there's a new Enterprise that's out. I think we talked about it on the one of the clubhouses, but when the Scuba Pete's buddy just did an unveiling video of that, and this just came in the mail too. So I got this, even though I'm not supposed to buy action figures anymore.
What you got?
Let's see if I can just pop this in front of the camera.
Oh, something new. Oh, look at that. You're not supposed to be buying those things. Wow. Nice. Greatness. Love it. Wow. Migos, eh?
Yep, I was away from the mic, but yeah, Migos, and they have
Nice.
they've got the packs in them too. So I guess I got to free these guys out of the box. I just got to find a place to. I need like a TARDIS to get them into the room here. I'm just so every nook and cranny is filled.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law came to visit, and she's like, "You added more stuff in here." Like, yeah,
she can tell when you.
Since we're on the camera, I'm sending this to Nick Weiser for his birthday.
Nice.
So she says all these phrases. So maybe turn her on. That would help. Oh, the batteries are out. But yeah. So this of course, Nick is perfect. He even would eat the imitation gruel. So he's got a bunch of these. So I said I found this and I had to repair it. And I'm like, Nick, I'm sure you would love this. So because Nick eats everything, right? Except pineapple pizza.
Yes.
So.
I think he doesn't eat his toys though. He actually collects those. So.
Yeah. Classic Simpsons. Yep.
Yes, sir. He loves him some Simpsons. And Nick is a Simpsons fan, big time. Well, there we go. Yep. So you got Geekery coming up. What?
Geekery? Yep. I got to play a couple of. Here's I put the batteries in. Let's say batteries. Yep. Let's see here.
The latest budget cuts, I'm down to using grade F meat. Yeah, it's rich in bunly goodness. You've been nursing that thing for an hour. I got your German grub right here. The cafeteria staff is complaining about the mice in the kitchen.
I mean, I don't know how that got on the air, but I love it. You gotta love the old classic Simpsons, right? so hopefully Nickel. Yeah, they do. Yep. But I've stopped watching a long time ago.
Yeah. Long time ago. A lot of people have probably. I don't know why I'm still making. Well, everyone. Thank you all for being here with us tonight. Appreciate you. Thank you, Hungry Boy and Chris Persia and Eric K and D Bud Martin and Phantom Outsider and other great mods here. The wonderful anti-derivative Jill Linrod. Thank you, Donnie Pearson. Thank you for being here with us tonight. Dave, thanks for being here. Oliver Belamonte. Who else was here with us tonight? About JT Kirk, my friend. Brian Hepburn, thank you. Rob Altus, thank you so much, you superhero. Appreciate you, buddy. Oliver Belamonte, thank you so much. Let's see here. Keely Chow. Roll Tide, Keely Chow. Hang on a second. My chat's going. Steve Mitchum, the great 90s daddy, was here. Monkey Jeebus as well. Gwagnar, thank you for being here, buddy. That 7 is a rock fan. Great friend. Good to see you there, bro. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hang in there. Trying to get everybody because it takes some doing. That's my vamping music, my scrolling music.
Yeah.
I need to get for me some new scrolling. You know what? There is actually music on here.
Yeah, you can turn the music on. Yeah.
How about some scrolling music, folks? Well, what do you think? Yeah. Takes a second.
There you go.
Let's turn it down a little bit.
There you go. Too bad you can't have the Jeopardy music yet.
Scrolling music, folks. What do you think of that? Is that weird or what? I just thought it'd be funny to play it. I'm sorry. I'll turn it off, everybody. The theme was here, by the way. And Cardinal Sin, thank you so much, buddy. Your Muslim uncle, thank you. Dave. Maybe I should turn that off. I'll change it, folks. Sorry.
Change it, yeah. Well, that's better. Yeah.
There we go.
Too bad they don't license the Jeopardy theme.
Yes. Wah, 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 wah.
Better than Brain.
Oh my.
Good night, Lenrod. Yep.
Lenrod, yeah, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you there. Zacharot was here. Hey, Zacharot. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. The lovely Sherry was here earlier. Love you, Sherry. Lovely. The Rada Nax Amanda Bear, my friend. Thank you. Ezra Goldstein popped in. It's good to see you, Ezra. JD Lewis, my friend. Thank you. Of course, big shout out to everyone who's lurked tonight and everyone who is out there listening on a download or a recap. We really appreciate you so much. As always. Let's see who else we got here. I think I always think I have everybody, don't I? And then I don't.
Yeah,
Never fails, right?
Yep.
But let's see. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I got everybody. What do you think? Am I gonna be wrong?
I hope I got everyone.
I'm wrong. Zax, see, I'm wrong.
Oh, gee.
My memory sucks. Zax, thank you. Let's see, this thing takes.
And as you're saying them, I forget who you've thanked. So.
Well, yeah, I forget some of the ones I've already said, but I'm trying not to this time. Let's see.
I'm sure you said Shooter, right? So
Shooter was here?
Yeah, he's here, yeah.
I never saw Shooter. Hey there. Thanks, see? Good.
Unless he was lurking, I couldn't remember.
May have been lurking. Hey, Shooter.
Which is awesome, too.
Pop Culture Republic. See, I did miss one. Yeah. Oh, lurk away. We love you lurkers out there. I lurk sometimes myself, plenty of times.
I lurk a lot.
I got something to do. I lurk a lot when I can't mess with the chat because I'm doing stuff, but I want to hear what's going on. I do it. I lurk my ass off. A lot, I'm told a lot of people do, J-Man. That's right. The great J-Man.
Well, the problem is because you know so many people, and then as soon as you say something, you don't want to not say hi to people, basically. So
you want to say hi to everybody, but you're going to slip through. Like, I didn't see J-Man leave, but I saw J-Man was here. We'll see. But you hope you don't miss anybody. Yes, see, I forget a lot of these people. Max Redstone was here. What do you bet that I probably missed somebody else? We're going to find out, though. So I'm going right all the way to the back. Obviously, I've said Snail Messiah was here. I said the wrenches, but I'm going to do them again. Great Chris Perkins, great Eric K, D. Bud Martin, and Phantom Outsider. They deserve bear repeating, of course. Steve Mitchum, of course, was here again. And Jill, our lovely, wonderful Jill. And let's see here. Stephen Ransom was here again. See, I forget people sometimes. It's not only because I have a garbage memory, everybody. It's never meant on purpose. So Oliver Bellamonte was here. See, I love how wrong I am about these when I go, I think I got everybody, but we'll check just anyway. And look what happens every dang time. Every dang time. There seems to be some more there that I didn't get. So Brian Hepburn, I think I already got him, but there we go. Tiger Stripes was here. See? Oh, I already have music. Stop it. See? Habit. Dave Travels Through Time was here. I like that. So I think we finally got everybody. Gap After Dark was here. And Alejandro Flores Ibarra was here. That's why you go all the way to the back. That's why you don't. If you want to get everybody, and I like to get everybody, that's the way you got to do it. Did I get JT Kirk? Well, he deserves repeating. In case I didn't. I know I got my buddy Naradanax Amanda Bear right. But in case I didn't. Because sometimes I forget, my friends. Just horrible. Boosh McFadden was here. See what I mean? Don't want to forget anybody. So everybody got named, it looks like. And they're probably really hating this damn music, aren't they? So, all right, everybody. I want to thank you again so much for being here with us tonight. Really, really appreciate it. I'm going to now play us out with these wonderful messages and then in credits. And again, so sorry I didn't make it to the comic book roundtable, but a big shout out to the great Stone Loki, not only for that great show he does, and I will be back on that next week, but also, hey, Dadman Loki popped in. Oh, there you go.
Hey, Dadman.
Yo, Dadman, buddy. Good to see you. But so sorry I missed that. But I'll be back next week. And big shout out to the great Stone Wilkie for all he does and everything. And of course, he's helping with these intros and all that stuff. So have a fantastic night, everyone. Again, shout out to our most wonderful first officer, R.M. Briggs, Commander R.M. Briggs. And please have a wonderful rest of your night. And please see us tomorrow night, same Clobby time, same Clobby channel for the Clubhouse. Good night.
It's Clobberin time. It's Clobberin time.
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger, ready to move out.
Chris Persia, that's news to me. Are we talking Legion of Superheroes next week? I didn't know that. I was glad to. I know.
It's Clobberin time. Clobberonimo. I just love Clobberin time.